but it was a great experience. Now, yeah, side images and experience in Yano, yet one some beba. But I'm son and you have a common enemy. Real Madrid said you must brain. The second will be brow, which will be bread. Now, Real Madrid for some moment say no motivate you and say, some will be lose power, but so not if you know the league in the and was on another one. Now, and Real Madrid for fans or more Twitter and says X and then Yasim Ketwa. Omunasi Omudie, Omanyo win, no mania, and Yadia, you winning league no without any sweat. And on in summer, the Tudetini in area, the one some about Ujumedi, so Yabare, matches how do I call so now, Enra Bologna, any a similar Coppa Italia final. And AC Milan, AC Milan. Now you saw me born and say, oh, I only 2-1. It's no be so. Where AC Milan at the Bologna, so by no Bologna and that vital win. And a number of caps in the course. When you say we are seeing a blackie out Russia, you know, when you group your mom champions, your mom Rupa, Olympic Games, bomb and Russian Cup. No. Cheska Moscow and Zenit St. Petersburg no nipa Negu Stadium ho bobo no say egovo bi anu nyagro mu magro na eno mo so de course na interesting and matches outdoor cup games there bebre na course ye de ni nyina ho nsem enso bamra Andy e de ewram wa mo no ne Barcelona w senka Espanyol ne Barcelona Espanyol for so e betime delay Barcelona omo championship crown and nana Barcelona for say omo bomb be 4 no mo dey champions do the same city no one say Catalonia onano no mo dey anije na ginam na say to so a ni na ho nsam ha ye dey eba matches no dey edoso pa ene La Liga games eba so cup games how do no so baso ene ho seminar no and dey be room Christian do say wa Sansona Maxwell and so I Baba Shen Simnimu near the Honina Abba. Amanfo Busa Kotoko Ejumadi Amanfo Busa say Dientina Karimsi to Kotokuntim and Kasana Contra. Na Akobasi is ways you open. Nina Honsam and also Yadibaba. Coach Watara, the son Tiso Dogobino Abu was on your Didi Juma on him say. Hearts of folk, I know Juma or Bian Cantreno. Says he's in very free on tea. Sans and some and from him, yes, Coach Watara, and I ask if a coach, and on Sensemilano, or say on TV. How is the call? Any calls we call a President Mahama. I say, and in a various stadium, and our stadiums, no. Say all the President Mahama didn't Hujim. Now President Mahama saw cast and the sports minister the crown. I was a blaster budget also be a blaster born a boy one budget. Expenditure boy from Mubia. And as a minim de now the minister name is own few man penya another day. Because we don't man penya to suffer. Nagacha said you man on the man so when one be you know. Because we see Ghana for the mere fact that we won and say Ghana from sky spend okay sign for at the football be Ghana Football Association I say some coaches na you ma juma clubs I did national teams moment and moi a German to be your proper scouting and monitoring it's a bayan careful no you saw under 20 coach under 20 no kwa na under 17 kwa na mo wo behu no na bia coach bia e bia coach kotoko ana coach has ana coach dreams ana coach e bia hazakes yes coach ona I under 20 other coach no na ochi bia no ono wo yiri team enti the only time or the assess players e teams o mo boy against his team no it is a good player o mu enye good gamer e just hu no enti ono na this said no ya de baba former Ghana Football Association technical director Otiakente. And also, Wakasa de Ava DNA no, no so some. I say, you're ready to say Coach Freddy's Babakai Hona. DNA 7 years ago, and say, where to Hong Kong, and so they're free. Hearts of folk supporters on pressure. Mataraka, Agasa de Afahu, and then somehow do Yabuano, any Abena Dombotese party. Players now Ghana and quality in a day. Or say quality in I say, oh. but confidence ni as omusuro mo kombo no musuro no ye bana dombo tin sama odi tuja ene sama odo abo no nyina na ye de ba ewujumadi so Andy
John
ye memo akwa mo no straight away
okay
said your kind no said o appeal na de ba nti we time no na ye hwe nti o de kwa mo no ne na ene WhatsApp messages no ye be kan me hu se enra na amanfo yi ye be kan WhatsApp messages no pure your WhatsApp number na no ana ye de beji messages no
omuyewe no mi free omuta me fa
why ade na free no be announce do do na nim de ba de be sa announce e amati for na mode o send a WhatsApp message de ba na ya kan of course you know say we are live on YouTube what be for ye be intimi kan ni na no mu sana yenwanom bi gakra say as a messages no na yi intimi kan ni na the chance say Facebook ni YouTube no ma live isa no we are the like that as a bar a bibe ka hono na dada ne eko nti ye besra omo se omo nti ase ko fredi secha osicha de munya ne na omrachna infamamo well pure WhatsApp no 0 okay number okay 0240 929283 0240-929283. Pure from WhatsApp number no. To send a WhatsApp number be kind and so ede amamu wujumedi so. Andy Garcias ede remni akoha no nsam ye ba near the office no and so atwa so ede amamu. Garcias as I say dollars is a kusi euros. Abega kano. The first one $20,000 another $15 now bet 300,000. It seems 12.
Yeah.
It's 12 about 240,000. By you was a 200,000. And then this $1 D. $1 ndawa with the hope they ever cost ra. Is it the new condition just ever cost? A more finance minister Nabaso. I had say the rate of $1 neighbor from the Esreba dollar ever from no mamra from. Yentin Yomasuka can yes you bread. Ghana for bread. Matis say Friday on Betty Petruso. I say Friday on Betty Petruso. Inti me say so tiadanka ama prices of transport no and you know eswatika kaka you know friends say transport fares no enso swatika kasa be ai ma menum ne nyanom ne papa nom ne manom a omukọ dwom ebi ko school ebi ko baby omukọ bia no na prices no be ba from kakra enso dia mom nti no ne ade ayi nyina ye hopi for enti ye mompa no bibia emkoyi enso sa emfaman Andy Garcias fairum na yenhwe de ewo amano ne.
Are you ready? Are you ready? For the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble!
Alright, Rabu Kakra live on Pure 95.7 FM live. Ewo Facebook and pay Pure FM TV on Facebook also. And I'll bet me I join it on Ewo YouTube Pure FM TV. Ewo YouTube on Sabet Nyaka. We'll join in now. Now we'll share for messages. No, we live in Yanaka Chairman. Eba sounds what transfer for messages. No, working carrying and so at media. My Yanikoma. Now your fans send me BM right now. Pediatrics and Yena games to be announced me cause league matches. Of course, it was playing sounds on Saturday Kakano. Yenya cup games and sweat me Cassandra and the Coppa Italia final at me also. Mammy and fan to get AC Milan Tinanye, Milan Etnas Emma Club friends of Bologna, Echana Kaba comment Fanta Brantana, your friends enjoy 53rd minute, and when you saw Gonadima Bologna on club no, I'm a Menocas after 51 years Bologna, and so a major a trophy, and your free AC Milan for him to Milan, and him and Swenty Yanko Milana, Yeris and some and Swedish Mammy fan to Adam Sandra, walk call the Spanish La Liga, Deportivo Alaves Valencia, Eshomo Aya 1-0 Samson Aviero, Ewa Ceramica Stadium 3, Emma Leganis and Real Madrid, Ewa Santiago Bernabeu Stadium Madrid, Eshebian Emma Mallorca team no, Etima Quivan Mallorca and Chef first goal, and on the 11th, I am in the second half, and a player France Kylian Mbappe, one attack, I have book game, referee Eddie Simenum Ediatoso, 90 plus, I have 5, and a Madrid Akrana, your friends, I have Ramon, I have Jokobu, one Ebenya second, going to Madrid team now, and acquire 2-1 Real Madrid, and Edia Costa Sansemo, yet Emamu Ewo Sonusana, Meditunia Suspense, La Liga, about 5 p.m. You were 2 games, and Ebaso Sasuna, body at Atletico Madrid, Sans and Rayo Vallecano, and Betis game, and so Mami Fantuga says 7:30. Yabena 2 matches, and so Yankos Espanyol, body at Barcelona, Nafia Tefi, and Bilbao, one game, and so Yankosino, Yadon some Emamu, and so Sonusana pay, Ma Yanun Comana Fin 70p, Yan Fabramu, and so Medinaso, Mami Club of France, Bologna, and Ra, Wamu and a Coach, I am Coppa Italiano, Emma Yamana, and so Kama, Medicadia to us after 51 years, and a Club of France, Bologna, Timno, Wamu and Sweat match, a trophy in Tenadia, Nanya Manina, and Suya Kama, and Maboka France, Bologna, now we see Bologna, and Comano Peno, Wamu ever one a player, I know a part of her squad, and I'm left a trophy into way, a Bologna team, and I will show more, and so Facebook, I'm left your trophy Kama, and Ra, Wabrasa game, and Sweat Newcastle, now by now by now, friends said David, a Calabria, what do you want about 2 screens, and so the mommy, Unum said David, a Calabria this season, the attendance are the 2 clubs, I 2 trophies, and David, a Calabria, January 2025, what a Super Cup with AC Milan, now and a Milan team, and so I'm copium Bologna, and after January, what the Super Cup, the attendance May 2025, was sounds so much a Coppa Italia with a Bologna, interestingly, or sounds with GTA, the former club, 2025 January, or G trophy, and a branch of friends at David, a Calabria, and I didn't want some, yet Mamu, I watch what in the Bologna for a G trophy in Kofo, I shall say a treaty, Arsenal player, now Enka Fanahobe, a branch, your friend Ricardo Calafiori, now almost a Calafiori, every a Bologna, so over Arsenal, not trophies, no baby, because Bologna, no Marco 51 years, I'm on your trophy, and football and so they will be as over body, yeah, also it's your short trophies ultimately, now Ricardo Calafiori, every Bologna, and Johnny Arsenal, Tim Okoyape, now Bologna for a trophy, Arsenal, and so I got trophyless, and no, I branch of friends, I Calafiori, and I didn't want some no, yet Emamu, I was Median Sanope, now Unim, sir, this year, so say, I teams, I don't want to win your trophies, no, don't want to go trophies, MSN Force, I didn't see a club of friends at Tottenham Hospice, so now Unim said Newcastle, after 70 years, one Eba J Cup, so Bakaya, FA Cup, no, and as a League Cup, no, by J, Emma, a community way, a club of friends at Newcastle United, after 70 years, and Omuchi League Cup, Mama Infant to the Bologna, and Ra, once after 51 years, once Abaja Cup, so the last time at Tottenham for J Trophy, 2008, one Chelsea 2-1, Wembley, and a League Cup to Tottenham, and so I was 17 good years on your trophy, and go for the DS this season, just a Drew Spurs for so, way, and Yakukwasa, Maxwell team, no, and make it on my trend, no, and so you follow, and the other sons of no, yet Mamu, and so Jordan Kotaki, Namid in 70 at the Mami Galatasaray, Nayanim Komos say Galatasaray team, no, Unusana, what way, Omet me 2 trophies, Ninyanis Enra, Omuji League Cup, Emma Kama Brantana, your friend is Victor Osimhen, and no by 2 goals, and so Adama Galatasaray team, no, I'm a say Gala Upium Ewa Tekia, I Takish Cup, no, one answer Miaka, Yami Admon Sunday League, no, one airport, and so the Karaspor, the attendance Omo winner Star game now, officially, Omo Takish Super League, no, and Galatasaray, now what we are, Omet Anya 2 trophies, I'm an year, and Deba, yet Mamu, and so Jumadina Sanope, and friends like Galania to Moncomo, and so I was so not the attendance, club and friends, I said, you can't dapafua, I still Omega Dapa for ye papa. Na Mammy Ayas, Omo points on Onion Como, Unis a month ago, or the other to the Mammy, Mammy Aaron TV say, a table, a month ago. Na club friends team no just obia nim say Almighty League na we because just a month ago na only PSV by 9 points. The battle table no first one I was on and just a month ago no more 73 points after 29 games. Second position PSV and Huijsen na more just 64 points in 9 points and I separate you more na after week 29 and week 33 so say PSV team no and so ability Bobo Conference Ayers by 1.76 75 Nigans club friends Ayers no only say our last 4 matches and conference for win just ayade had and crowd here just investors akodi akogo so Ayers team no Air League ate na just wababe or winning game na okay kabe league na say can one match our league no enso ba na wie ye enra obianim se eya sim no ekwa wini won any club friends granyen na onim se 90 plus 9 minutes and 99 minutes and granyen team no omoteka ema game no ekoye 2-2 and omko drop points na the same time na club friends PSV omonso apai 4-1 just enra ni dia na ewo omo game no nya asem ketua enom de ko zubia chele say emfa any results the last game no Bobo Conference PLV one every no game na champions and so Netherlands and later saba yet on some mamu and so jumede so American Arsenal jerseys no and so their na me the one some say confirmed jersey na me the weeks ago some new reports I don't know Arsenal but you see nyame atuma next year season and Arsenal boys no ekoye Photoshop no and as a photo shoot no bibia and so to me cause so mami Arsenal jerseys ni bi ni nkomo into way the new jersey just Arsenal almost so the second next season and yeah where say nyame aduma next season league no omri the jersey way ever sound so about this second Joe Arianko na Arsenal for jersey no players no and so Modo jersey no kama way I am rancher no and a brancher your friends Gebro Makais mo sounds and William Saliba mo a brancher friends Gebro Martinelli Declan Rice mo and Esmia Bomu Jessica Etan Waneri, Wamu and Asom Jessica Arsenal, their jerseys, dear die. Don't go the Ombacho JC and Debanami Fantuga, Sir Arsenal for Paul Jessica want to mano. Mammy Fantoni said 2 players, and so as Omu JC numbers. Na Mammy old jerseys, na Brantia, your friend said David Raya, and by my friends Etan Waneri, Unu said season when you know David Raya, and said Jesse number 22, goalkeeper no number 22 Jesse and also Arsenal around your friends Etan Nwaneri and Jesse number 53 mami new one is just here and it's nyame atuma next season David Raya ebe for Arsenal Jesse number 1 na akudana friends Etan Nwaneri and goalkeeper 22 na oja to no Nwaneri and so kofasa Jesse number 22 and sisaka kaba Arsenal ya don some emamu and so jumede so mami abranchana friends Tau Anwonini Nero Nigeria Nina Usinakai Edema Nottingham Forest good news and Swanyaba because for the past 3 days na emoya do himself na boy no Okoma after so acquire any surgery no Okoma Nigans over the weekend Okoseko and just Okopim goal post no Emma just Abranchenis Ebenya serious situation woman did copium hospital and after last Monday woman echo any surgery the buyer and so boy no echo induced a coma I'm just a Tuesday and Wednesday now by friends at Tau and so induce a coma never good news and it's another pay a branch on Etmetani on your bush for and so didn't come I'm a Nottingham Forest team no and so confirm player your friends Tau and so Etmetani and imagine and so report I mean second say Nottingham Forest team no yes opinion investigation Saturday almost a time incident this year our purchase no a day and our doctors no and so because baby I didn't go do a nanka player na your friend said Tile and so bet me a film I'm an ye and to Nottingham Forest team no I said you're normal penny player and Hobertono so say what me then you almost start investigations and so our doctors no treatment to buy and our purchase so my boy no and a report about yet mamu and so so Barca game no na Barca everybody at Espanyol German the kind that can 70 at the Barca win any game na champions the Spanish La Liga na mamela 2 seasons ago okay Xavi Edge League Ediama Barca area 2023 the same venue and a Barca for adequate league na de see here na anyasem kutoma me sa video ni anka ehun sese na Barca and just Omani Espanyol Barcelona I win a game na omojo trophy ye we na Barca players no edge na pitch na so omo celebrate na oh Espanyol also omo rivals na omo supporters na apila omo ja ye we so omo TS air pitch na so dia good Barca air players into video and anyway a video 2 years ago na 2 seasons ago and I'm yet emamu e was screens na so no way a Barca team na also mo je ya pe and omo twa kenko e was center circle and a Barca a team no celebrating omo celebrated omo so asan ko foi omo mo po na chino ate e see a pitch na so Barca players and I just dimbri run for your life just omo so omo chase Barca a team so much mo trophy mumfria na just munko baby amoya celebrations nemo enyamo moya rivals na just yam pitch so in front of your supporters and amoba be on intino just sansem no ya emamu e wo so and Barca sounds Espanola omo sounds champions nemo de metna sanem perfa make sure situation and incident to see no ebi sounds insibio mami fan to get eno and as a game interestingly unu sa Barca esha o match league nemo club na friends Espanyol almost so Barca not just almost guarantee almost safety mathematically e will league table so almost no relegation no as a area for get to sana koba so we club of friends Barca almost no escape relegation and the atia won some no yet emamu e was so see Barca game no mama player friends Ferran Torres open one player ne madam akwanka this season and ema Barca Ferran Torres that boy na eno me catch us even Robert Lewandowski anya happy with manager France and Philip Greasins and anope pichichi nemam otenten and Ferran Torres and abo because okoko praye mama enfant to say Ferran Torres say German so ono so no season over our Barca and enwa wako ekokoye operation yes appendix na ha branch ya France Ferran Torres ono nkasa and I post we at the socials no so to some no other obia some more empire tired you know or the munyina some nim say empire we not Lewandowski because Lewandowski ne pe bona bo and that yet emamu e was so and the game no menya report say players ebesia kind no ye benya goalkeeper Francis Chesney ayam Abrantia France Eric Garcia Paul Kobasi Christensen ye benya Gerard Mater ye benya Frankie Leon Pedri Dani Olmo Lamine Yamal Rafinha and Abrantia France Robert Lewandowski how many boys ebe started am pass and Ten Hag and so penina ye France Hans Flick and Yabre opeso win game no na just a league no owie kra and there is a golden boot no unse eba pitch na Arenta France Mbappe say twian watching wabesa Lewandowski by 3 goals so say Lewandowski an opportunity some no betina share goals ni no close onya 3 na just wa equal and so babeto Arenta France Mbappe or share 4 and na no abesa Mbappe and ono so started never mami golden boot no unu say ka say the points I was no boy na your friend is Victor Jokares I know power quality team and so at the Sporting almost striker no so far 38 goals and I'm on 57 points so a golden boot race now I know and it's only 57 points and I'm the Kutan Mbappe about also too one 50 6 points the goals no 28 league goals Abrante France Mo Salah 58 also I am 56 also 28 league goals in 20 player France Mbappe you know the same points Harry Kane 50 points I just want to toss me you know and Abrante France Lewandowski and some na toss enuma one also 50 point why and I'm edge golden boot in the cinema so and thereby I don't want some no yet me call Liverpool kama me Trent Alexander-Arnold and maybe a story fear at the same time and I mean the two just Abrante na your friend is Trent and Madrid bobo konape so I mean the be America nyame atuma next year for FIFA club World Cup no Liverpool and so by Jessica because boy no ne contract na nkasa se bewa July ho be tournament so nyame atuma June Madrid by the day also Madrid equal to £850,000 Edema club friends Liverpool na ya some Madrid for edu to me yourself here Liverpool for said that omonyi bibia odie say player in the decision is on stand contract no or train amana so no akọ abeka ento omo no omonka so Jessica bia the free team ya na Oma be kasa omo ton da bi omo ton no eno nti onya botre ontwen nyame ya adoma July na the contract no eso a officially obetia kwa ne Madrid enti aye Liverpool team no omo se kapre omo nye from Madrid meaning say we omo shara so omo mafia Madrid team na eno de ba sansem no yet mamu e show no so Trent Ekono and no me catch Jeremy Frimpong me catch us called Freddy eba bete hu ofia say Jeremy Frimpong no likely say bia red jersey no basha na wasi akam da ma Liverpool club no mame fantigas asset and no pia mirror studios no na ya sen commandos nya can say advanced stages and o dress boy no enso anya giatum diaka club to club Liverpool and Leverkusen say almost betia agree terms na boy ne din edi Jeremy Frimpong enso join the club no and later say yet mamu ewo chumade so kai Tijani Rangers mabeka just AC Milan play and say Manchester City Pep ya sa boy no and so Man City ade mete crown say Pep ne target number 8 no kotana friends Tijani Rangers na fane mami jamete no pay and it's Manchester City anya atum say omo be submit official bid and so ade ma AC Milan opening bid na be ko enchakra bid no e ko na fe Milan for no and so take a decision e boy ne de menya reports no just say wajai bibia ediamani agents no omo na ne class ni ntili wono focus ewo AC Milan omo games anu so aka ewo Serie A ne so eno ediabani nyina no yate won se mema mu ewo so no se na no beba be catch yourself Florent Fit player ne family ne maami ene ne papa ko pie mu ewo England ekoshia Man City mpenfo eno omo edi nkomo na wonhwe maami akwara friends Florent Fit no yes, say Liverpool for us say true. And just say opinion friends and a slot no. Yes, one of Philip Florent Fit ni brutal. I just say Liverpool so be kick no matter almost Sabeka Florent Fit and so the naba and tell no I don't say no. Yet mamu which made na Christian kasa akodana. Your friend said Dean Huijsen no ebia team so mo per Chelsea for the better because Madrid for 60 50 million no. We mo able to 3 installment and a bomb of and so be Paul Musika out. Right now, Mami Fawe enters asset and I don't pay rest studios. No, not your see a crowd friend said Dean Huijsen, ne family, and I said Nebusia for be and so attach it down Madrid. Now, almost a quack, no more finalize a deal. Ninians and I said Madrid team no, it's me convince Bournemouth, sir. I am a cry on person with ya in 3 installment. And today, Amatiaka, I'm a Bobo Kona, your friends a Bournemouth one Atias, Sakodano, or no Amubusano, or Paso come Marin Tobejano. I'm an join a club of friends. Real Madrid and to boyfriends at Dean Huijsen and so I joined Madrid team this season and the report simple Sana coach na friends Xabi Alonso and a catcher or reference at Don Fiorentino Perez says I don't know the onion because say Nesta no possible our Madrid no players are one ever Trent Ekao Sako Dawe Dean Huijsen and so account manager no anchors phone every Abrante friends at Dean Huijsen on Madrid for Nakasa so say Diaka and it's a bomb of no and also into opinion and kasa and an yabekans on accelerated deal no MSM Dunes done and say just last Monday and a phone course no and so to me course and Demisaka yet Mamu Ewo Jordan so Chelsea from your careful minim adia trouble Chaloba adia Chelsea to Mama Chaloba na Chaloba and I just say one Chelsea Moka Samon Panel Emma call Crystal Palace or Bonnebo come January and now coach here from San Maresca Saka said baby a Chelsea Roma sounds so here a boy now and your friends at Trouble Chaloba Emma Chelsea for Kofana by after season way the Martinez Chelsea for outside catcher Trouble Chaloba say there's say it does so better as a conditions near to it does so better as obey backup ever Chelsea and now say obey free Chelsea and so to me away munim samon plan I don't know mama stay and so our club friends at Crystal Palace I'm on the ball and Demetia won some no yet Ebamu Ewo Sonu so sell Girasay Dortmund striker way Guinea Brantiano na sell Girasay Demetia and it's a release clause 70 million euros ama minya report say 70 years say clubs with some Madrid Barca Manchester United Man City Liverpool Chelsea any Arsenal for na mo ba 70 no mo betua say you see any PSG for say omo de omo nkasa list no enti omo betumi akọ omo 70 no omo de na be ofo omo betumi anya no bi a base 55 to 60 enti PSG enso beko no makos omunsabeka player your friend say we grassy enom de ba sansem no yet mamu ewo so no Alexander Isak Newcastle striker na me tiano pay and yes in kind Ateta de bia ogina no ogina say Isak no player or no Ateta na ya we sub by nine kasa say omoka say na ya mo de camera ko sino so ema ne mic say on choose team our pa Arsenal and obebo din no Ateta no we name of dear din say and it's a Newcastle for Newcastle for na problem sanka ka player ne nko dia bia and ka Arsenal man last game of the season na announcement about Alexander Isak ebe join a club France Arsenal name of Newcastle for no wo enamanyamamu enso tena yakweten enom diaba yet emamu ewo jumadu so catch us Ateta ya dio o points the past 3 seasons points Ateta etia amase ewo Premier League na ma mami enfam to get Manchester City for no edika name Ateta only 4 points behind Manchester City and mami sa table is here Ateta and in the team no the attendance said the past 3 seasons over number of points Ateta enya 245 Man City Ateta 240 to just 4 points Liverpool just a Premier League no 232 and yet mamu ewo jumedino snatchaman unu say okopiem ewo Germany Hamburg wamu qualify eba Bundesliga nim na they na omunya omu qualification omu secure qualification no and omu supporters etc omu pitch so club na babo ntia be posti omu stadium ne say supporters no celebrate no eniema o masese enso ewo omu stadium including pitch na nkasa eno ade hadwen fami eno Hamburg for no pitch no ena just omu tutu grass no ena so bench omu bubu no se omu ji omu se club no etimi anya qualification enso epiem ewo Bundesliga no and not just almost says near my home and diaba yet mamu ewo so so Angel Di Maria ne Benfica many reports said Di Maria catch Benfica for san one no season ba na wie ya ono ma wie even na say komo pese ono mo kobo FIFA Club World Cup dem diaba tene said Di Maria said be FIFA Club World Cup no kono mo enko over between omo mienu eno demetia yet mamu ewo jumadu no san FIFA Club World Cup communication na just Cristiano Ronaldo and 18 be episode of Ronaldo no babo FIFA Club World Cup no and a rumor said you see US man penny Donald Trump that's all the crowd you see no nyaya because Leo Messi be we Inter Miami entin ko nyaya nyanka team bi so the Cristiano Ronaldo aba because and okay so be yes FIFA president Gianni Infantino presente ayasa trophy edema Donald Trump ti asenka man penny nyaya nanka Ronaldo and so America for FIFA Club World Cup no and I want some area temamu ewo so Marco Silva many reports and a Fulham coach no I catch Al Hilal ewo Saudi Arabia sa odomase omo ofani sika bebrebe nemom odomase ontimi ema Saudi Arabia se ya Patrice Evra players echo Manchester United for a sika and history ewo United or see players echo PSG for sika nafe almost sounds echo Levy a beautiful a city Paris a players never be call some person call Levy or never ono osisu players mienu and who say a do and nobody but team one a branch friends said to some Vlahovic and a crane friends Manuel Lucatelli ewo a Juve also saw 2 boys no na do Juve team that antia no do eno me ko pie mu enso ewo UV enye sika sade ebi mu de sitie no eno de tia yare sansam no enso eba ewo so Barca stadium no enso atake shape an sananwa na Barca team no omo test company omo test LED lights no na say na Barca stadium no esiate the new Spotify company ti anajo Barca for the games about of a video no etos mama ne enti say and e be say openina your friends one Laporta enso ya dio said your ball Fiorentino Perez abasa o Madrid one Laporta enso ba ya de Barca Spotify company no edru anajo say energy and no the helicopter and am soro and no so omo test LED lights now my stadium no eno the new Barca stadium no Februta eno de tia ya de wonsem mamu jumedi so betway and I be child bet no bet save child bet no betway na mo because us no so and options ne do so na fe polytank no eno any papa no polytank dey 30 years generations ajatum say eba water storage eno any polytank oh try dey be to a polytank and also to me you see na bibia eye kama edema Amazon development esmen kan cho say the solar ema electricity on koto fuel sounds and ema de bia just imagine say you do light area or neighborhood no na wonko o like say you koni solar with Amazon development and also be free near be panels number 20 years batteries no 5 to 10 years now gusu you see 0244 377411 0244 377411 no amounsa enso etimi aka omo bia aye kama e dia matabia zenike numbi general well being strong immune system waruma to untimidi unti test and test smell eno na beboa and afi aye tabia takum tafribi oba we live e from Bema unso untimini oba enhye yi aye takum no and also tafribi na etimi aboa kama amaniama etimi akoso yi e dia machabo e sirase na bedwafo ato asnebom ye wiama na nsem na unim se bofo botantin angel rock Mr. Kopebi sesi eto oba NNA e wo pure pharmacy ya no ajo de bia obi aro beja bi
oko pharmacy shop bia obenya bi bofo botantin maduro no ne fe no angel rock mixture na sesi ameka se obekọ amanfo bochinku omo bo omo de oko ba bia obi enom ne de
eno e point me duro nom te so
ai anopai onom na enwumere wanom onom ne saa na abon se nipa bi wo ho a ba me bi wo nan sori hu se aye yi da ana ba me bia nipa bia so da so ya no pa wo se ade ne ye yi ohu bibi ene ma hu se wa ade ne ye adwuma so ati ase aso me kan kata kwa timi so se dodo na ati ase oh etu de on tai hu bia mesrew start pe before botentima do ni bi angel rock mixture. Okay, Christian.
Chairman.
Mommy, I'm on a nigga. Barca we crown champions.
Oh, yeah, but see a delay Real Madrid for Nakakra. You losing now. Yes, I'm hoop.
I'll say hello, Chairman. Is your boy someone I go to from some magazine, inside some magazine. I'll say today. Barca will win against Espanyol. Still, Vesca Barca. I'll say Barca 4, Espanyol 0. Good morning, Pure Sports. I'm Fred from Abuakoti. Please, I want to tell Chairman BKB that Manchester United will win the Europa League, and no matter the against you do, enemies are not God. Me against over so what money Tottenham them so what hey. Please, I want you to wish my friend Nanenchi Seth, who works at Christ the King Hospital in Huijsen, a very big happy birthday. This guy has been more than a brother and a father for me. Thank him. Okay. Well, I said, Sierra Sodasi, or say, you've been amazing. Okay. Christian.
Yeah. Oh, now I'm seeing the Barcelona for delay title. Nakakra. Is there a title no fee? Oh. Na yanka ema Real Madrid for no hope kakra say yasa call lose bia my points na be 4 points na hope ni say we dey betimi agi league no na nka next weekend no e wo fie no na nka agi league no na nka e be dey ye pa but dey na me sure say agi league no na ye we season no as early as possible with 2 games to spare chairman be memorable achievement but mbesa me no dey di nkomo we chairman football any finances no I told the brother I saw the emotions to turn chain. Now consider what is in the best interest of your club. And come on, me a Liverpool, Real Madrid, any trend a situation. Chairman, I couldn't find a trend, you know. I'm obedient who said, and yet they are all renewing the contract at Liverpool.
I Trent Alexander know there.
The boss is in New Year or Real Madrid. Per Nema Yeshushem Nichese, a brand tenukra already agree say or sign a 5-year contract with Real Madrid. But chairman, Liverpool last game of the season. So them say Liverpool and call a Club World Cup nibi. Open teams about call Club World Cup now. Liverpool can home. And a Liverpool and Champions League final. Liverpool last game of the season, you know, chairman, 25th May. How many Crystal Palace? Liverpool boss game ni we are. Almost season, you know, abanewe. Season abanewe ya. Akwadana e friend air trend, you know. Chairman, he still remains under contract with Liverpool. ne contract on Liverpool no chairman ebaba na wie 30th June Real Madrid eko the Club World Cup na eko no starting no 14th June chairman pato for the conversation we Club World Cup no starting no 14th June starting the 14th June no na ka 16 days na Trent air contract on Liverpool no chairman asana bana wie even on the day 30th June no akwada na FN air Trent no chairman he still remain a Liverpool player. Real Madrid say Liverpool pese omo edi akwada mo omo before say the contract no baba na wie ya Liverpool say na kombetimi adi be 1 million euros bi. Chairman, how many weeks left? 2 weeks to the end of his contract, you know. So Real Madrid ebeji Trent akobo the Club World Cup there. Chairman, omo 1 million euros. Real Madrid were not willing to pay. But chairman, Unai Liverpool administrator. Why a new season, you know? Aquadano still remains under contract with you. And now what you be able to Chairman, season and there, I just don't players in the cow. So you still pay the player. So you are going to pay the player for 4 maximum weeks. Or £200,000 a week.
That's 800,000.
It is like a Real Madrid cracker said, "Baby, yeah, try. I'm a brand new contract in a band away. Like a Liverpool for a bit smarter. ABI season away. He still remains under contract with 1 month to go. I bet you an cano. Sassy K bet you an cana and 2 cent contract the baba ye. Abra 1 year you may be a mayeno. Chama and Kenya no Kwaman in court. Nasa a weekly wages no. Chama Santi Yentama brand beam. Financially, I think it make a lot of sense. But Sadia APG for a year proud. We are not going to sell Mbappe to Real Madrid. Eventually, Mbappe went for free. Chama Mbappe no go for free no. A truth whose cost. So 2 seasons before say Mbappe Real Madrid no. And now PSG for AJ the 130 million euros na Real Madrid offer na. Chama ebia committee bibi. But yen ton and a Real Madrid for say chire sa making sure say a brand terrible the contract we contract na sika na ka say the mama monye no chama ene waba for free says kan molusu enti some the emotions they to nchen and me Liverpool nia I had the akura dey ko 4 weeks in this one there is no way Liverpool will able to convince akura no amanatena chama I had the obeko enti kasa 4 weeks na chama obe remaining under contract musisi na ba na wie still a omo ball but now what you be able to the sesika no chama uja ma ne kono ko Real Madrid chama kan se vu sesika no
David Liverpool for the na say Trent corner asio makaka say you know omo akra pa say ka be kokra omo nya bibi kakra mfiri.
But you can't reverse it. Chama yes here we na untimi reverse no chama say the mo didi enka ye mo nko meboa de aka chi ne ka bo ho ban akora na eko we de obeko the contract be wie 30th June. Liverpool last game of the season against Crystal Palace 25th May. Chairman every May 25th May no near red June nyina the last day of June Akurano still remains a player. Omobo maw onye dwumadi amaw ba betua nika obetua nika entike me Liverpool nia chairman Kamesuma Kronetiko say ode onya yewi akọ ye bought 25th and last game against Crystal Palace ni wi na no na Mesuma Kronetiko say wonko sa weekly wages na me twama brantie no chairman metimi asave dey bibi foforo but football ntino emotions game emotions now rise here to the point that any yen so no see yen hwe mfiri mu a yen koye mamanfo hu sakra no kra no yen nya wan see the film onko for free no. But when you become a manager, chairman, I think say emotions, you know, the tone change kakra. Now consider the best interest of the club, the best interest of that organization now who lead, then you consider that. Me I'm here in the position of a Liverpool. Say me manager, say me administrator, chairman, and Kebo season new year 25th May na no. Chairman, say what's not 25th May. And now I'm at the contract the money we are Eddie Obeko, 25th May na chairman, me jana kwa marako. Now Real Madrid and then me dey even my trends is here. Only say akran a friend Aidin Huijsen, chairman say we could do Spain is here. Men kai the last time there be a masoka. Na ya kan na akwa se muscle inti. Chairman ya kan na akwa se minti. As we are Barcelona supporters, but asem na ya kan so yi ni misi nchen. Na chairman na kan it will still remain the same. Akurana could do Real Madrid. Chairman, Real Madrid for £50 million for the player. Last year, this year, no, 20 years. The last time when you call up into the Spain national team, and Brandt and your friend Inigo Martinez play, and our friend no replace Inigo Martinez. Of course, Spain national team, boy. He went into the Spain national team and he played on the boy. But men kai the last time a Real Madrid eto defender o. The last time a Real Madrid etisika see e kwa koto defender. Maso say ya ho kire. Ebinum sisi da bi. Eya omo na di omo swag eje amanfo guess. And you are the chairman, the third person catch them say Real Madrid akoye sikania. Chairman, ehia no a ba omi adim say onisika. Abranti friend air trend air go for free. Chama Unum said they wanted Alfonso David for free. So okay. Ama Lenny Euro. I know see akai. Our France are Manchester United got on no. Now the first option for so be transfer no. Na Real Madrid. But Manchester United eko tuesika. Me kai pa 52 million. And Manchester United tuesika. United tuesika no. And the club see there be akurani per Real Madrid, but Manchester United abe Chelsea we Madrid from Remetia na monyesa abrante na Madrid se de bi omuntia omontia
nsa Madrid se omo didi omodin so say Real Madrid no club obi anya obebo because about say they are Champions League there obenya what I say enti omo say na ni kwaso mo spend so much money buying players
Alaba free
enti any Sadia almost send free no
Alaba free Rudiger free. Mbappe free.
Aye.
Trent free.
Aye.
Nenka Alfonso Davis free. Omo backline nyina free.
Aye. Say
ye na ye bia maka say hia hen.
The moment the end here na hia am na na mo be free. But mo the end there is almost so mo didi din no. Other moment the end there mo ko stage bi mu a. And ye be told jam obi ehun say na ahokyera ba. What you say? But mo the almost so mo didi omo din.
And the first time chairman player bi Real Madrid for free new. And then the first time Liverpool lose a player to Real Madrid for free. Maso, Steve McManaman, 1999. Ofi Liverpool akọ Real Madrid no. Chairman free o. Unim say Ben Schuster. Ben Schuster was a Barcelona player. Chairman Ben Schuster free Barcelona akọ Real Madrid na free.
Ten ya check.
But obia ye bi no. Ada na ye nko ye kwaye ba ko adan bienu bia. Then we attack say any second ye kwa akoye. The entire me ya je di say Real Madrid didi omudi ho bi omu ye sikani a omu ni sika ahokyera benti no amanfo enhu. Chama under normal circumstances say Real Madrid pay defender na ne boy £50 million do they have to pay in installment? Chama mi bisa o Real Madrid agreement ni say sika dey 50 million no. They are going to pay that 50 million in 3 installments. And then upfront, omutiano installment. Ebia kakakakra this month. And I'll be a bear first year. Ye travel 30, 20 million akano. Chama ye spreading within sa period way. Yeah, mama Barcelona respect kakra. Yes, remwa. Na di ubia ye bino. Ubia for free. Real Madrid for free. And the swag. And odeja man for years. Barcelona also for free. Chama even a branch of the Kai Gundogan. Eba Barcelona no. Ono na say onya Barcelona bobo. But it was narrated say as a Barcelona who actually to the point that player obo the ball ewie e dey kwakofa no for free. But say Real Madrid enya brand here a friend no Alfonso Davis. Ebe kan Trent ho. Now Real Madrid backline na chama obia ni wa Madrid discatono. Free nkwa. And I think say maybe with time and say other clubs na chairman Real Madrid ba player ho. Na player na under contract. You have only two options. Either say oba convincing player to extend the contract and asa obeton. Chairman na me yadin. Say we team. Say almost Saliba.
On your audience
Saliba there. Said there almost precedence no. Say Real Madrid ba player ho. Na player no under contract. Two options. Chairman, convince the player to extend the contract. And now in your best interest, say the player. And yes, sir. The Omwachen said they may hide behind the player. No about contract in a way. Contract in a way, chairman, they pay the player for free. And I think that is hurting air clubs.
I don't know. Okay, but can you say, or say, if Dr. Gogutin eats gobe, the corner door, Kenny Rose could dear. Oh, you are, or see the same analogy.
So, no, Real Madrid,
and you'll say, Real Madrid, the end, almost because of one pedigree, you know. It's almost very free, yeah, normal.
No, any pedigree.
More pedigree,
but so any pedigree.
More pedigree.
Yakofa Rafinha. Only the least for the year, I'm the Behuri.
I know Madame social media.
We almost almost the same thing, 3 installment, but there's no problem. There's no problem. Hey, I cried a friend in Mbappe. Why a problem? Barcelona will need to find a solution.
Mbappe.
Yeah, Mbappe is a problem.
Mbappe or Real Madrid?
Yes.
The problem why mama say.
So a solution to Real Madrid, but a problem to Barcelona.
Mbappe no go am metias o mo.
Chairman, this year ntia this year ntina bia. Sa Madrid si share chire hono mo a. Sa Madrid etimi si share o mo chire a as e kasa se sie no. O mo si share chire hono mi yi. Se fama o mo a. Adwuma Mbappe aye no. E kire se da bi chairman. Next year enye betesa. Chairman.
Say Christian, he pay you pa.
You know, pay me pa.
I say I pay you pa. I say free non fair fan.
He pay me pa. He pay me pa.
I say Barcelona free agents are always getting to their retirement age. I say mo the end there. You work with you no. I say mo the Ruby and Baku for be as no or win the ball no. And ya mo kunya ni free. Okay, we dey until. Na yeah transfer.
She say chairman on say Mbappe abeti Real Madrid shine. Last year why? Say no Jude any Vinicius.
Jude Bellingham.
But this year, obobo mwinudin.
Mbappe.
Real Madrid best player this season, Mbappe. Mbappe, chairman, about the first season for Real Madrid. Mbappe, chairman, I will not be hypocrite. Oba initially no, chairman, all of us say one Ghana amfa. Because Oba you know, na Mbappe ya step from the normal position obobo number 9. I remember very well saying if you see a conversation, Doctors of OJ joining conversation, you know. I can say Real Madrid have fixed their main problem by replacing Toni Kroos. So Mbappe ni bebano one shot na omontimia amfa. But chairman, on say Mbappe debut season. La Liga no was a 40 goals. Star 40 goals na Mbappe,
which is very impressive.
Emu 28 aba in La Liga. Andy Casano say Abrante Fene Lewandowski and say 3 goals and now there's a likelihood say young season no na Mbappe and the La Liga air top scorer chama odebeko. Now your team Real Madrid nyina no chama they are noted for signing great players who Real Madrid they say Galacticos yetimi Fazabi Alonso ni Afakaka ni the CR7 account ni the Benzema account just in one season chama one transfer season Madrid eye we nyina bom but chama onim say omabako semu no oni player was more goals on the first season.
Okay,
not even Ronaldo record na honum no chama eye way back 1992-1993 and Bobby Zamorano the first season for Real Madrid I said 39 goals. Maso from 92-93 basically no. How many years now? Around 32 years. In between that period, Real Madrid assign by a single player. The first season, also 40 goals. Mbappe came initially. Chairman Nemfa, he was struggling. But the first season, Chairman Obesa 40 goals. 40 goals, 28 of them are in the league. The money here, Nikani say, Chairman, the last 7 games, Mbappe has 10.
Dr. Safwa Jason in Kancho said he still stands by your kind. No, but Saturday Obeba.
Okay.
Oba be true mo. And Ketuabi Amen Kancho and say, Oka Mbappe more than Mawabo.
Yeah.
But she, as Madrid as a club last season, Madrid say 87 as 86 goals.
In the league, 85
goals. This year, Mbappe by now Mbappe goals no. Madrid goals no much is 77 as 70.
That is why I'm saying Mbappe na Mbappe as individual, not
Real Madrid. Mbappe no by obeya de but about team no prowess na first Rodrigo shebi we shebi ni nyina be gina Mbappe so it's a mad team no what they generally.
I acknowledge that, but I'm saying say even in the worst moment of Real Madrid, Mbappe na yin ho. Chairman, me assure say ye di conversation say Mbappe buy Madrid problem no. Is Mbappe one of them and I say Mbappe? Chairman, can you say Mbappe in Real Madrid and team succeed na? Akwa say Hurricane. Echo Bayern last season Bayern echo 12 less Now bet me blame Hurricane. Because Hurricane Jumane say a striker. Omra Meshe goes. Hurricane Bayern first season German Bundesliga title on a G goalkeeping. The first season he scored around 44 goals in that season. Mbappe comes, Chairman, the first season 40 goals, 28 of them, Chairman, in the league. Okay, the Mekawa, the first player, and the last player, Chairman, the first season La Liga was 28 goals, the R9.
Cristiano, but
Cristiano.
Sorry, Ronaldo, Luis Nazario de Lima.
97.
But unse yeah now on the face value say obi ase goals say why you careful maybe over so ase goals but e bi so na the goals no say na onu nya ne de na hit team no so kakra because team bi o how they play no so for target man but no nyina able to shoot the target man a dry up on goals ne kakra eti Mbappe aya de but who's the first Vinicius Superman goals where Rodrigo, any sardine in us and also
the reason I Madrid goes to Swatino, Vinicius or no numbers are dropping.
Because Vinicius is supposed to play for a
Vinicius baby or Bonano or Mbappe imagine position.
And that's what position, but Obo to suit Mbappe. Say
there may no say Mbappe presence a hetino Jude. Because remember the last is one more striker. It you don't know push it into the box to so bet me air crosses now I to finish Jude. Now Jude is not getting that service because that space is now occupied by Mbappe.
Rodrigo
the numbers and Rodrigo from Swati.
How no so kakra.
And media Real Madrid season on Monyano. Obia nya de kra no. Even in their worst moment I brought to friend Mbappe no chairman why adwuma. Unbe ntia me say me Barcelona we problem now we need to find a solution.
We na me yamra
of such say enye no. The last classic could say Masobo hat-trick. Mekai say in the Super Cup. In fact, Super Cup they cost almost 5-2 no. Say Mbappe be go. Copa del Rey. Mbappe from bench. Ebo the equalizer. Asana Trobani did go 2-1. Mbappe as PSG. Chairman, here now almost share 4-1 or share 2. The red card no. I roll the red card no. The season before, no matter how they say 4-1 Mbappe ebo hat-trick. Mbappe bo hat-trick against Barcelona. Was a 2 against Barcelona. This year, Chairman abo hat-trick against Barcelona. Was a bako and this season we no. Chairman Mbappe has a 5 goals against Barcelona. And you think that next year, Real Madrid is set on now team consider more goals. Mbappe is not a problem that we need to find a solution to.
Okay, Evans Oliver say free FC Real Madrid. Richard Boyce say Madrid don't have money. They overspent on their stadium, and moreover, the cancellation of concerts or shows at the Bernabeu has cost them a lot too. From Pom Veniga, also watching you guys live from Dubai, wishing my uncle, wishing my uncle Mr. Kingsley Kwame Ofori of Techimane, happy birthday. Lady Lee Generals, even if there is a free world-class coach, we will take. Okay. And then now someone say, "Omunya world-class coach, we will free ombefa." To the Montana, Namunya. Answer na, Ibano, but Andy, Bramuka Kirby, say, Ayinaba.
Yes,
nominees for
Premier League Player of the Season and Manager of the Season nominees Naba.
Okay.
Now, Trent Yankwe, the guy Yan with Manager of the Season.
Manager of the Season.
These are the nominees. 5 coaches.
Thomas Frank, Eddie Howe, Nuno Espirito Santo. Andy Tosse.
Nuno Espirito Santo, Victor Pereira, and Anna Slot. Okay. These are the 5 coaches.
Anna Slot winning. Anna Slot winning. Nuno Espirito Santo call pace now. No, they call banner.
Champions League slot to rank.
Interestingly, on the Pep since about 5 times manager of the season, but this season Pep nominees no credit.
Where's manager of the season?
The West manager.
Where's managers? Pep. That
is in the Premier League.
The Premier League. And player of the season, so Morgan Gibbs White, Ryan Gravenberch, Alexander Isak, Brian Mbeumo, Declan Rice, Mohamed Salah, Van Dijk, Van Dijk, and Chris with Bomba say Kano Van Dijk. Van Dijk.
The Vince pronounce
Van Dijk, yeah. 8 players and no nominate you. Don't forget, Salah already winning Football Writers Association Player of the Season. And what could you Salah to say Premier League. Premier League, the also and also it's Miaban and also Mo Salah street.
Mo Salah. Okay. Mo Salah crowd the Champions League move from Montemasenke Ballon d'Or. Na Ballon d'Or contender street. But Chris Wood no Osia Kalman Nottingham Forest no. And so an amazing season. Also a Premier League goal scoring chart now. I think we're 3rd behind Alexander Isak.
Chabasa Kulawi, Mbuemo no mekana sem now say Arsenal mon fan to baby or yadi. Onyamo.
Mbuemo do Tottenham.
Okay, Mate.
Tottenham, Aston Villa.
Yeah, they are Europa League final.
Now Europa League final. No. So to be rewarded with Champions League, playing Champions League. It just will be about Champions League. You know,
strong.
Europa Cup na. Chama won prize money. 30 million.
30 million.
Oji Conference League na prize money 7 million. Arsenal ball semi-final no. We 110 million.
Move from Europa.
Manchester for say only Chama BKB ne Sir Christian or Monimo was sem kakra.
Me say asem me kan wo Christian.
Medinem kakra mam.
Manchester for a Christian disrespectful.
Almost say.
Me dem tamochi because
Mon Tottenham League no more yeah. Europa League on bebo final on the Abacha. Name on the Ba Champions League or players in Yengesa. And almost Chris almost say men can't say. Emra we know what da only Chama BKB one carry. Until so mummy no call final adentia and 2. Samo yes adiombe next season krano ombe or Premier League.
Akwa Europa.
No mudi akwa Europa no mabo champion na dia mo person be no munye.
But Faize also ya said
issue na mo cast or players in almost some team says Slovan Bratislava ombe Champions League ni bina. Manchester team this first team yes you baby.
And I mean you know Manchester for message almost send them no. I was say hey you careful what you watch na the crowd. I don't super team I abuse you pay Arsenal.
Exactly.
And yet Manchester.
It is a more on best set records on the relegation. No more the Aqua Europa no more champion. I'm saying yeah more mass men there. Kebi. But man here Arsenal.
Arsenal say, and Arsenal say,
Arsenal say more.
They are Arsenal, yeah.
So don't JC buy, and now the two.
And then Bologna did Coppa, Coppa Italia, any,
because Milan or Monyade, and a Bologna so or AC Milan is almost when you're kind of young time, but almost a par teams no mass and almost count Chema. Chema, why am I saying this? Liverpool, Man City, ain't said I'm yet consistent in recent times. Would you say that is the reason why Arsenal to me I pick a second? Because most often, no, it is a one of the teams, no, ever cut down, not backward peja. My assessment is a Liverpool, City say, or all things being equal, Chema more different level. And Arsenal were different level. Now all other teams were different level. It's quite say 3 stages. It was the Premier League. But so Arsenal person mo compete. Chairman nye Jesse fe. Omo Jesse in their F. And there's no doubt about that. Tottenham Jesse F. Osha Real Madrid omo Jesse F. Inter Milan Jesse F. Juventus Jesse F. Bayern Munich Jesse F. The reality of the matter is that Arsenal over years transfers in the chairman. They saw players come being a corner flag cry and omo to me fanto. But looking at the quality of those players or more no more be call movie no me what problem. See, as early as possible, I want to advise them so money business in them. One, so guy no free Chelsea by Chelsea for Chelsea when they say more pam the fast. Raheem Sterling, Jorginho mo eso moko.
I'm Sterling so balloon or sa
more pam and yes some way we see some can say masa odie. Na sometimes I worry and fall bit me ako. But with that said, these are the areas I think Arsenal. Chema de biese mu here striker, mupo ese mo sign a striker.
This year
because who say Kai Havertz. Any your friend is saying Gabriel Jesus chema health problems. It won't to me omuta prepra. It won't to me inform when into omoso. And these are not strikers who are prolific. And say be a go caress. If you are on your striker between about 30 to 40 goal mark a season, that will be okay. Me sure say na doc ka say mobo mo se go rebi mo hia striker eti mo pa ebe kwa akope bi ama mo two ni say mo hia another winger to beef up the squad because per word Bukayo Saka on the right the time visa mo hia another winger so yes sharper go one and nano on the left no mo hina able to augment the squad now in that wide area no I think Arsenal will be very good and again Crombe to me any depth on the wide area. Number saying here, central midfielder because Partey ain't reliable. Partey saw a feta, incredible. But chairman, as at where you need him most, you know, na epra etmediaba. Odegaard, for example, or they pay in form. But chairman say players no winning ball bond or they pay crop any styles into one how say guy no former Arsenal unstoppable from the midfield. And I say Partey Declan Crano. Coach Nita use almost what different positions. It is a munya midfield, central midfield honestly stronger. I think so. Bet to me, Eddie about bet to me providing defensive solidity. I'm sure say it's really going to work out well for Arsenal. So these are the areas maybe so it's almost strength. And now talking of Mbappe, also there is a trend in Spain. Someone say, oh, but those big teams know Spain now. Yes, striker now we say at least around the 40 goal mark and Christian over. Next season around Mepamon. These people don't joke with that. And it's always now will come out here Raul, here Ronaldo Senior, never Ronaldo Junior, here Ivan Zamorano, now here he going. Even Benzema crown no money go. You the BBC. At Western your friends say former Tottenham your friends former Tottenham winger called Manchester United. Call for me BBC Gareth Bale. They are almost goals.
Call Real Madrid. Look at call Manchester. Call Real Madrid. Tina confused.
Call
Manchester. Dino
sorry, Mpacho. So we a striker. The 40 goal mark in there. Chairman, it's a winger of Madrid. These are teams. If they don't really pick number 9 mom at least 30 consistently for 2 seasons on best sound. Mbappe, they have said it over and over. So he's got nothing to prove. World Cup. Even at the World Cup, he
wants to win the Champions League.
But he was still a key member.
He wants to win the Champions League.
Of course, Chairman. What he's done in the Champions League consecutively, he's gone to the final on 1 JD. Again, Chairman, he's got nothing to prove. What he's got to do is to win laurels with Madrid, for that matter, the Champions League. And what is left. And again, Christian Walker, I know we are doing. Xabi Alonso style of coaching, the chairman. Adeba who Real Madrid is omuntmin time Mbappe ran very well. Because anytime Mbappe beat Barcelona high line, the chairman get goal a penalty from the goalkeeper. But most often, you're offside because the guys are not able to time his run very well. But Alonso, your coach, be a up a long balls and again, or you'll be up a direct balls. So when that happens, clearly, but play a BR on a favorite opponent. Sana born it here. It doesn't matter how Barcelona will do. So still obeshe go no obeshe. But the reality of the matter is that I think he's done incredibly well because at the time when the team was not performing clearly, because danger 1-on-1, highly incredible. And that guy there, chairman, he's a very good player. And finally, Rodrigo, chairman, Arsenal for some Rodrigo.
Aye.
My name say Real Madrid the bas on be speaking peace pipe. I don't fight to cry no bas and compare brothers enough. I don't come my young swap. Nkada Gula and Rodrigo no modi ama basa near the Daniel Olmo. Oh, Eddie Amom.
It's all Tiana business
the heavy chairman. Because like Rodrigo no the problem as a chairman the way we man. Also baby so Bopana Vinicius Airborne. And a Vini level ne class no to me ni say Rodrigo Emo. Uyi ni through at the next other position baby Mbappe jinan. It is being forced to operate on that side no. Enti ehon instead that nye baby or ye comfortable playing. And no hono so chema wan yere no ho a. Brahim Diaz no so te bench chema no crowd or bakure jana no eshi. It clearly my boy no said that enye settle. But I think say someone ne be kasa Kuba if he wants to move there. City Arsenal will be a very good destination because Barcelona the chairman and they just play. I know say Omon Famano. It will be a very good destination. And finally, chairman, Sikeni be a so issue. And until now here Real Madrid, Omoto Kaka. Omoto Ronaldo, and almost I told your friend saying
Alonso,
the Benzema,
Alonso, and the Benzema.
Alonso so by the same season.
The same
Chema,
season.
all within one season. Chema, those times ago, Zidane almost close to £75 million. That record that for 10 years. Until said Neymar be break here. It is Sikeni the Chema because I remember so the yes Sikeni a we show. Sikeni or penny on my free there. Sikeni there and you know correct. No, he any pay free, who's who pay free is the difference way. And I said, man, so be what's can only scatter mean to me by actions in a better. The Madrid will know no if they want a play, especially when this kid other teams so pen home. Obetia. Even Ronaldo senior call back to Inter now Orban. Nanka Barca pay, but Madrid Emma higher bid. Na figo kromo penom discak of I. It is then see and they don't know catch your massa on him. Men renew be free. Massa men renew be free the barrier. But the difference is that Omomu free, no, they're able to entice the best in the world. And a plus. And yes, you're free, no, back and register. It is how you're best in the world and register. What do you do? It's your better, it's different. But the reality of the matter is that you performing the same action there. Next, we are broke. But I say, Obi a broke, as in Obi. And it's like financial fair play, but only the end, no. And it's a some what kind of media answer who took one said the Spanish clubs, no, they are broke. It's not your friends Super League, no. Or when you have yeah. And Ukraine, some of you catch me and here ain't be a baby tall plane. But you could so only the whole place actually teams no Muniska. And who was 50 million train installment a Barcelona play and a Chamasi, ye be breaky bank. It's in Madrid or Munjai free and fine.
Okay, but for the lovers of the NBA, I would say I'm not for bizarre about and Timberwolves, you know, who follow basketball, follow basketball. Yeah, one of the most interesting games you can watch. And they say, and Adiechina, there's a ne. Your Denver Nuggets, New Oklahoma City Thunder, and also very interesting because the Thunder's LED by 3-2. Also, basketball no playoffs, best of 7.
Yeah.
The essence, they say, I say football, also be team boy say upset.
Yeah.
Almost just a basketball, you need to say upset, boom.
Yes,
because I say two teams more one game per. Yes, why? Yeah, you know, almost say more 7 times. 7.
2 teams in 7.
More boss 70 best of 7 games.
To be 4.
Waji. Oko. It's just a unya bad game ne. Unya bad game chna. Now yeah, they change the background.
Yeah.
You can definitely come back and win it. It's ever say with the likes of Jokic and the Murimo, say Denver Nuggets with Yatene and I'm with Nakotai, not pushing it to the last game. But New York Knicks and so the Celtics and so on Saturday. Mama play basketball no. Now say mama update of course. Many message I will be with about basketball say updates because say a gamer many share that. Some the message that was I heard say Christian saying that I heard Sir Christian say something regarding Trent Alexander his transfers issue. So the truth is Liverpool never had any intention of letting him play in the Club World Cup. £800,000 is money, yes, but it's not a significant amount for a club like Liverpool. We will handle it firmly. He's still under contract, and Liverpool will only release him when that contract ends. No problem. We will let him go when the time is right. And here Liverpool for the album, so they are bad. No say.
Felicade, sila Manchester United asama mikan no. Wanfa Ramatina mo. Ma panic o film na bisinde. Sila wanfa Ramatina ma. Mechina mi wo asem kama echa Manchester United for. Omo fa emotions nto nchen. Ni Manchester United nkomo china.
Well, ABC 123 will say, since when did the club success? Since when did we measure club success by money? Me show so about Real Madrid. Your name say, me who say Ami, Akaba say, maybe you didn't listen from the beginning. I'll say, okay, me show so about say, they've been saying even if United wins Europa, Arsenal has gotten a successful season than them without a trophy. How does this analogy make sense? Michelle, the Manchester Europa now because the Manchester a successful season than Arsenal. Maybe I've been checking by trophy, but they heard the weight of the trophy. Anyway, maybe I want to be at the trophy just when a successful season. I won't argue with that. A club wins the Carabao Cup.
Crystal Palace. A winning Carabao Cup. Nasna season the same season, you know. Crystal Palace in your Carabao Cup. Can we see Crystal Palace in a better season than Arsenal?
I'm saying, why would you trophy? You don't necessarily. Says the Mama but for fans, fans, and that's why you celebrate. You have something to celebrate. But for the club, the money is always a scandal. Now they have a chama mobi. Anything now, yeah, per se, in your trophy, but genuinely, every single day, I would love to invite you to the studio anytime. I will, because I'm say, but it will be a good discussion. It will be a good discussion. But then I can say, let's not forget. Say, who win every word. But still, you need a trophy. For Manchester United wins a trophy, I think that it will be a crowning. It's a disastrous season. The only reason why Manchester United decided to say, parade, they know that trophy. It's been a terrible season. That trophy qualifies them only to the Champions League. But of course, you have a trophy to celebrate. But almost celebrating.
They are playing hypocrite on him, the entire.
They almost say, you give them the impression that that's my idea.
Hypocrisy.
Celebrating mediocrity.
No, hypocrisy. Now Manchester United this level can't bear numbers on the season, Chema.
They don't some pedigree.
Pedigree,
Manchester pedigree.
Chema, first now was Kara no Niska. Stop you out to me Congo Tadio. They so understand.
But Manchester pedigree.
Of course they have
bad decisions. We go fast in Biaba. But Manchester pedigree in there. I mean,
it is there.
Moment. Tottenham, the Mudia was celebrating. Mudia, some Mudia must love one. No,
Chairman, me know ya, no matter the same patriotism. Manchester United, Mna, you won't see it. I'm from pedigree to any home performer. Trophy Ben on to me, I just celebrating Pacho. I'm going to Champions League. I'm going to me, I just going there. Into way and MBJ almost celebrate. Almost a play book. A young de crass, almost Chema was Sandia Champions League. Almost season where the ball champions, Chema. So in Kiekasi Campan can recently we are doing one of their best seasons in winning that trophy because that will give them the leeway to play the Champions League.
Oh, Debbie. Manchester. Manchester too big. Say.
Anyhow, I don't know more pull out.
Debbie, so to be pull out. Say doesn't work.
Fine, and Chema, open when you brought me the bebo.
Some more no many BB.
Montina say we ain't here now pedigree and a mass person, Chema, young court floating. Bomb you be ball on, but Chema Moboa.
Now, what you call him the Beverly land the one now to ground number. Okay. All right, and for high P on 95.7 FM. Yeah, just and 7 Emra. Still, Yagusu Busa, Honorable Kofi Adams, still, Oman Penya Samo State of the Nation address, no, say, the Black Stars, Omo budget, Sikari Ghana for Sika, a Josa Ghana Nibia Huno, Bisin the Ghana Nibian who will name Sika, Ebia, okay, Ghana for Nibinim, as I tell him, more bay one day. Munim honsem. Yabafie na yam focus na info nsem we start, and I want us to take a very critical look at this. August info some wo Kenya na say sad attitude na say Ghana haye nya na se coach bi coach team a yes ye under 17 amano. Coach bi coach team a yes under 20 amano. Coach bi coach team yes under 23 amano. Na enya say the man say onja ni team ni go coach you. Yes coach you team no. Nasaya under 20 coach and Nasaya under 17 coach. And no remember examples of coach boy can find our coach. Maybe you saw under 17 coach. Under 17 coach because Yenti or Mokenti. Also keeping the job as Kim Pfizer coach. Then Yusuf Frempong, for example, under 17. Frempong is the head coach of on the coach Gold Stars. Maybe any. The only time Obenya Edia monitor other players, young players who play in the league, boy against him. And yes, sir, you have to rely on Nkofo recommendations. And yes, sir, so I just say you small time, be a normal justifier. Said and I said, I could Fred Bar now, because and you're right here, justify for under 17 for. But it's time for say you put a stop to that.
The FA, the government, the whoever come together. Let's employ coaches for particular things that will be paid monthly. Allow their jobs to be only on scouting to select the right ones. That person cannot and should not be compromised by any shape or form. We don't need to pick a coach who is also attached to a club as a national coach. We don't need to do that. We should stop that. Assuming it's all selected talents, who select under 20, now we think. In Suta, how do you monitor the other players or more than to select the right ones out of it? So we should stop that.
Okay, so for some no. I say I was a Jai Sadian. Now, me sure say I say we MC I can't for some time, but we say be away this time in paying for BT. Normally be with your phone. But in summer can be also Saturday Max much of my phone. When him say a phone so at your margin chair any so and we have number of WhatsApp messages here. You better share near Canon so a day. And my mom say YouTube no so argument be a pure than day in the end. I said Katakra. Nina Nufa. I said BKB. Vinny has been very bad this season, not because he's playing to suit Mbappe, but his form is very bad. Not just Vinny, but most of the players. Sir Christian is on point. Mbappe has been excellent in his first season. It's just the entire team that has dipped in form. Okay, I know Odiesali one for Odian Kaho. But thank you very much for that message. I said Chama can come wants to bring his trophyless into our club, but we Manchester United fans don't need your support. Oh, money talk nobody have support mo. There mean to go support go for mo. There.
Sad how they can.
I said Chama Madrid in Tia. I say Madrid don't payment in yet. I'm the swag now. As I say, Madrid is the swag. Coach Abubakar Watara, Eddie Sembia to just say hearts to folk, fans pressure, their pressure. Also, no self pressure and motivation. Gramano. Supporters media to say the amount it's normal to criticize. The pressure this way should stamp this thing. The criticize. If this one is true, this one is true, this is not true, this one is true. Now, opportunity one another. Yes, Obi Canada not on dinner point this way. Yes, yeah. So me look at them say, Lalun moon. Katem se muno move ojina fa. Katem se Assassin was made. I believe it because I mean that fine. So the Katem said Assassin was made move because it really cost because of
he just a minute say program no we pay every sana we say higher how amount for got nothing no wash me camera from kwanya ni we say again prayer continue we say prayer we be stressful entrana we are see the go to change the VIP we ta dey put no we say test no something we change and that's we start understand that kind of the pressure since you are not ready to do the coach work or the team like us to say because as a first is pressure and when the pressure is motivation. The idea now you actually that one because obviously Mamuja was more ufi
Coach Watara, but was it Max or no? Was it
Obi that seems as a foreign CC or a foreign coach and that's a local I know a semi foreign.
I didn't talk
to quote you saying.
That's all. Foreign coaches of England go coach. You know, it's really
sad. Wait, Mezia won a house. Son, what? Yeah, one house.
Oh, there be our slang. Oh,
yes, I walk America language. I make comedy. Who difference is a baby?
Maybe America, bro, from the car. Maybe Ghana,
Ghana, and cover for
a couple of our official language.
And
your official language English.
I ain't to mean can't say you go for the camp.
Send it. There be argument. Bomb said any tree na you be near. Yeah, never go ha.
Ain't possible.
The mom tree na you can go because the mom better no more. Ometi try. Say guys, you tree no being kaya. Na your official language English. Can English and a secondary in French because it's the first year French school in the Sardinia because Ghana you're bordered by French speaking countries. So that's not BBC ni Daniel could do our class saying. Okaso bi anti. Okay, on the meeting. Inti I was say yes starting. Near him would you papa Christian mon am teacher for Yamon Tron come Ghana education service.
Say other countries no come krom kasa nko so no mo ni ho.
Omutro no mutro.
Say cheese here.
Say no make us say go Japan for the be come as me. Japan mutro mo kasa no.
Yeah, sure. China.
Obi ani tro.
No mutro yeah.
Okay. Spanish, some mo Spanish, obi ani tro.
Adaptive foreign language.
But what adapting? Yeah, what would say? Oh yeah, you know,
native language.
Native language. I also don't know. Yeah, calculated attempt say. Yeah, but English not quite official language in there. I also yes, your French no. Yes,
so be a bro for the chairman.
Yes, your French no. Yes, your
French
because at least basics no yeah.
Okay.
Who's more American? Who's America more official languages no. Apart from English and Spanish. There are places, for instance, Miami, Numna, almost or young former to our board to one timber for living in life, will live over 20 years in one timber for them good to Spanish. Because near Miami, Uber about 4 of them are fine. But going on timber for Mama Sita, this is not it. I don't want to get
someone's a big education. Who's any baby bring him as a Maoka?
And nothing about Lano say Miami want it now. I easy for him. Because Miami, if you go past Spanish for oh, it's here. The announcement message and the Ghana Education Service for many French no. Coach Abaka time because of what's happening. It's on what tree no that's what. But free a creature, but still.
I'll not be on baby not tonight.
I don't say, but still, who's free hatch or free gun hatch? But still, I would make a tree make a car fine. I think that yes, starting in Crown, we almost your French basics now. Said to be a Dutch piano.
From French, you know, a basic law. Everybody must know the basis of the law.
I said, no, I say education. No, so I say. I'm saying education, free politicians. Education professionals. And trust and almost national policy on education. Because yes, life skills in this animal. So catwa near idea never born a lawyer. Yeah, basics of something. No, now, guys, say, I could have told us that crimes officer a lawyer. I think who saw 12 years after they train a law, anyone. There be your basics of everything. Now I build you on that. Until I know general knowledge about BB.
Basic law, dear chairman. Untimin can say ignorance of the law is no excuse when you have not made any attempt in teaching me the law.
Exactly.
Chairman, and I only mean we make any attempt to be a law, young Krofoka Krebi na Kwakusia. Miminim what is in the law. but minimum, then you punish me for not knowing.
Yeah.
When you have not made any attempt in teaching me the law.
Well, I'll say for the Greece, especially when you come to Canada, Montreal is only French. So you might say Quebec and so Canada more French side and English side. Yeah, they've got the English side. So because of different tribes and ethnic groups,
different
and it has a difference, but English in the official language. But because French in because of neighbor, you're bordering, my border on Togo, French, Benin, French. But that's the guy I said we Togo no way in China. Togo ni Benin wa and
Burkina
Faso, Côte d'Ivoire. It is how so French. It's not very good for us. Basics.
Yes.
Anyway, young Twaso, Coach Watara say, also Trans has to work as a family. Trans, no more analyzing the entire coach. The Biana coach league, league, decisions, many decisions, been the coaches.
No, for the decision, I don't have any comment. But the public affairs. First of all, entrance what you are is a league. Analyze the decision, favor or not favor for somebody. Think that situation can review. No one, doctor says, the petrol to come, tell the Mrs. and now continue with the petrol bush mechanical. But had they done a petrol, the one cost I always say was for that. For football teams, yeah. And they are every cycle, every year they recommend they shot it. Okay, it's a Champions League, they shot it. This is where they say new season at it. The actual they show me a fact. I my own or just that you mean and a dear man and cost my people so they will want the good story.
I say yes. It is better, it's a better season than Arsenal. Winning Europa League means conquering some part of Europe, which is always bigger than placing second or below in a domestic league. When all big clubs acquire any big signing, they make sure the player visit their trophy rooms instead of showing them decades of league tables. Real Madrid are classified as the most successful club in room, or in their dressing room. I'm not saying in their trophy room or something, because of their Champions League trophies. Sports is all about achievements, and that constitutes trophies and or medals. Exactly. It's not just about placing second. Maybe the end say we're semi-finalists of the Champions League. We're semi-finalists, which means that we also conquered a part of Europe in Europe's elite competition.
Yes, sir. Well, you did well.
Maybe they know. Of course, we know say for a fan, you should have a trophy to celebrate. That is what we don't have. And that is why.
Would you Conference League? I said you are the championship.
And that's just over hard. They did second and not third. And Premier League and the championship. Why did you have a better season?
I say Conference League. Conference League 30. Chelsea
value, Chelsea pedigree. Now Chelsea acquired Conference League. I place 15 from the league.
Second position is competitive and better. I say it's strange power that a team who close second position in the EPL will be turned successful in a season than other teams that will be either Europa or Conference League champions because the former got more money. Yes, and here can we say who were semi-finalists of the Champions League. Both on when no, I don't think it's. The meme can say, the reason that Manchester United is someone parade, because they feel that trophy is.
This message in the Bible, or mami very honest answer. Someone said Bologna, Agi. Coppa Italia. There's a possibility that Inter Milan may not win anything because league, still no Napoli lead you 1 point.
Okay.
Into Mulusu League.
The Napoli G League, no. Na say PSG Champions League in the final.
Bologna any better season than Inter Milan. Can they genuinely see that?
Yeah, Inter started the season by winning trophy. That was
no, they're fun. Yeah, forget about what they want.
Yes, because Inter starting the season wanted to win trophies, they didn't win.
It's your man we know be winning Coppa Italia when you better season. When you better season than Inter. Matu was say to when you better season than Inter. When you better season, or a champion, when you champion. I say there's a Newcastle in your better season than Arsenal.
Oh yeah, among your better season. Give us something to show. What have you got to show? Scania Bobo. I'm
not talking about scam.
They have the cup to show.
Arsenal about Champions League semi-final.
They have the medal to show. I say world champions in the Olympics. Obidi first were world champ. Not Udi third Olympics. A world champ was reason. Won't make us Olympics no was India. A medal. Gold. Na ye can see a gold. I'm gonna say my idea. So being a bibia. Every trophyless season is trophyless. Chairman, yeah, and so be fight, yeah, final, no will lose winning. So win your trophy. Football, there, and sports, yeah, winners. But what I say, Chairman, but you bet me wishes.
Yes, you're now ever Harris Ako, what's a idiot, what I didn't so I can't read. You say, I don't have a soul can was but Harris Ako can be on a low stadium attendance.
You see, if you look at Ghana football now, there's no under 17, there's no course. There's no under 21, there's no 23, isn't it? And we should be, I think Catwoman must do it now, must work hard. Rice is the GFA chairman and is the vice chairman for CAF. You should try to invite some of these African teams to come and play. When you bring a team from ASEC, from Ivory Coast, you think the stadium will not be full? If you bring a best team from Nigeria, the stadium will be full. If you bring Al Ahly, and you get a good support, people will start coming to the state. You think if Al Ahly is playing Kotoko, playing house in Accra Sports Stadium of Kumasi, you think the stadium will not be full? Please, we have to work it out.
Well, we have to find a way. Also say organizing games. For instance, the Elaliaba, the club from Nigeria, people will go to the stadium and watch. Also, tickets no say Jumano. Now say no the friend of Ghana football DNA. Now no Kente, former technical director of the FE, or say DNA BNU a better than Ghana 5-year development plan na ne da ho no na ye DM say Maxwell you can't 5-year development plan your problem is you soon 5 years in year if it's year but you say we use 5 years in year you can restart it thing and somehow they are too young.
To be very honest, I was going in line with part of it, and I did a lot of it. Asubari, Sosia, Frane, Sam Dudu, most of them. We did a lot of work. To say Kukudazi, we did a lot. Fortunately for us, when Mr. Kosia Techi came, he also continued with that 5-year development program. He even redesigned it to make it 4-year football and business. That was when football development business this thing came. It was launched at Cape Coast some time ago. Yeah, he continued with it, and that was what we were using. And I don't see philosophy or a DNA that should be more than what we brought in 5-year program. Everything was there.
No. Answer never call Dr. Amuzu as say, Yenti Bernard Domboti, or say quality there's a Ghana will be, or say confidence and a problem. Players no more boy no more confident. As will be a boss who through and it's hard.
Generation we more Ghana football and Casa no more teams no quality soon. Bebre quality soon omukita DNA ye wonu bi omukita baby but mu use soon is omu use soon with confidence and omu use soon with character na. Your house in Kotoko the character about confidence. Football is about confidence. Say akwala na o say when you 14 years na ose boot no ni ubo no se obetumi abo hwenu yi obebo emfa uni no ubo a boni say the league match na e quality players.
Okay, Christian, answer to your question about say yes, Bologna would have a better season than Inter because what do we play for? Trophies. If not that, Anca Madrid de la Decima Casano Betuchaye. I say if not, Madrid de la Decima Casano Betuchaye. But Rati. Okay. Anyway. I say, hey, can come. Did I hear you say Arsenal conquered some part of Europe because you were finalists in 2006 Champions League? Now say Arsenal will do we conquer certain part. We conquered Madrid. Let's not forget we conquered Madrid.
So what have you got to show?
We conquered some teams. But they make what they say. Or no say would Europe conquer some part of Europe. I don't think that Champions League so Arsenal will do semi-final. So conquer some parts of Europe. To get there,
yeah. But we conquering here.
Is only Matthias only omenya good thing in us.
Yeah, Jacob and Eddie.
With the money.
Yeah, to tell you, Jacob.
But Mungia Cup and qualify to play in the Champions League group phase.
See, about find out and say,
but just a qualify
to the Champions League. Of course, yes, no doubt about it.
Hey, Manchester phobia me support money is a million thing.
Almost all we here.
But whichever way we support Manchester, Tottenham party la like. And the cup no come kukuru vanko.
That's what you say, yeah.
Well, Kumasi Asante kono ko a branch of Frederick Asare ni Sambo O'Neil nya reports I mean say on my agree in principle with management to extend the contract. Almost sort of fine details no. They are likely to extend their contract with Asante kono ko. Let's say no and the only Dr. Muzu aso emra eba be hwe if sama dia to dia no na ye remu so kakra ehonum Berma tiasia
ne Berma enwuda
David so tiasia
now sorry a wadware aden etesa ho jodan na se wo Berma ewu a improper fashion enkoyie kra David na anu say chama obo honum a we yoba watena wariase for over 10 years on reaching orgasm da onim se ma ye ho time ba wo chese na ni hunu bi da enye ne fault ma yesu enya saaten kana no fe wa ye homodwa no ani kura akum enti oba wo ho ntimi mma no eye wukunu na chake wukunu ne ho ba ntem be ma no ne ho ba ntem dodo oye pio oye pio kakra bia no pepigu fom be ma no eti abasa ontimi ntoa so no satisfy oba na delay amoba no so etimi aye satisfy na sa mema no so wo mo ye selfish to understand say just 30 seconds no obehe no order o hwa akromu say ya na wasorosoro oba no enne me ba fia ha de amuzu pi heba mesha e kanfo ma wiase nyina mema se munsom efri say eye namu yade nko a aduro bema won se nan say wo bantam sa no a ujeje mu no ebetimi aba se wanya gonorrhea bi na won treat ni yie wanya syphilis bi won shede nya adu papa bi a ebe treat yade ni yie ama etiama esese how wo be masem e wo mpam amuzu pi heba mesha no Dr. Eden Haban enua yini ene nubena makomako aduonu 924 ene wode aye na adwempoti a wode ni nyina de ye no se ahaban bia so sa wo bonus sa enipadua no nya ne free no eye health benefit ya wo benya ne free aduro no enya nwuno any side effect wonom a wotimi dwonso ankasa enti wo bia wanya namu yade aye kwankoro ete wo so no mekanfo amuzu pi ni bi edi ama wo be kono esi ho kakraka enhye box bia mu uhia form se uhia say uhia ennan because se wunya namu yade na wo ba amuzu heba clinic doctor de just 1 month and we di treat ye eti 1 month na abaye lab no na wo hunu se de yade no ni nyina akọ ama wo ho atọ eti wo top 4 na wa top 4 edi ama wo partner na wo ni ni hia ewo ennem no enti be ma na nsei wo sisi ya wo ja bebe kasem temsena na ma kyerɛw ahaban a ewuwo mu a ebetimi aboa wo sisi ya wo ya ma brantie wo gye ho a wonye sisi esu na ye di ya adwuma se wo di dwaw se wo ye brechani se wo ye carpenter wo ye presenter ni nyina sisi o na edrum paso so a eye sisi Ernesta is abadudo ya sisie ya eti se wo sisi ya wo ya na wo ni stamina style foforo aba untimi nya bi wo de ne ye all fall down na adaya ya aseta fra wato kresi mu eno ade bia wo daya ya de bia wo daya ya etoda moba ni nsoduam na no yehu se wo stamina etoda pejani gina ho na se wusisi nya adwuma mazipu bechewo enti mekanfo amuzu pi dia mawo obi ani sisi ye ne yakoto na fa ade mayen no achia te se bidie ka no wuhia amuzu pi heba mecha eno ne adu ebe yi wusisi mu alignment ebe yi wusisi mu ankra ama ho atimi atowo na ahaban yesiesie mema musisi mu no eye 20 ni ya nananom wo mu ni mfaso e wo 20 ni so akokora 85 nente wo so mu a oba obewe wa hwe abefa pieto ashoti adwane efrise ni sisi no ebo adwuma edi akoniaba amuzu pi 20 ni wom eno na eboa mo ama mema musisi mu aye den afi wo ye bema usisi yare na chie no wo se wo black mamba no eya na ensa bi sisi ho na ehene na se kura de odun sa so botomu a na wu ti fa wo so na se ho saa me pa chew se eye hene kwa na eye wa ho hene ya eja wo black mamba no ho a wo ya muzu pi ya wa habaya ye friend se ensuroja Dr. Muzu edi shemu se de ebe ya ebe pamo enkekaye itchin se wo yo ba se wo ye bema ebe pamo e de free ho na mom emema wo health benefit e wo mu free bonus abema wunya ne se wo ho be ye den e wo mpem so te wo ho be ye de be wrenchen e wo mpem na eno danche ya ebe bo wo prostate e ho ban prostate ya de no emema na ejejemo onyini yese ne prostate enlarge eno no odwonso wi ye ne se dwonso ni bia kem no se echim obi hon ma Johnson a wo Johnson ankasa wo chim so emma Johnson a ebu totok be me bi wa ne Johnson e ba kakra pio na atwa na asaba pio sa me pa chew wo hia amuzu pi bebo wo prostate ho ban enti entina won twa me anka cho se wanya prostate mo have emi emfa rubber enhyew e wa bra Dr. Amuzu e di ensroja e di aye amuzu pi di aba wobi ho no ma wanya gono atena ne so ache enti woda sowe anopa bema ne bema ma ne good morning ne bema no enchia no me pa cho kwoto amuzu pi na sha se wonom ahabaya doctor de ye akomore no ebemu ate wo bema nka ye wo krama kwati wom ebemu ate wo bema no enka ahabaya mebubodin no eno ka ehahama aduonu nan ne ho ena ama aduru no aye more powerful sa enti bema wo jonso a na ne nsa ho nyina afọ wo jonso ni ntime nto sen ko straight ubo se na se epepe fa ho ebi nam west ebi nam east me paache wo hia amuzu pi ni bi jonso kakra wo jonso na nsa ho nyina afọ yi koto amuzu pi na o jonso no emra kama emfama ho afi bema ya na wo ho keka wankasa wutimi kaso obi ntiti wachi ma wo ensa begu wachi na kọ ebegu sire ho na kọ na begu nsa ho kakra na kọ wadwen yo se na se wudware a wo nsire ntia mpa chonya sa on se sansa no ama wo wedie na ye wrenche se wo pemfo de no wo hia amuzu pi efisa syphilis moa no se eba wo so na cha edi aho hene wasi ye doctor jise nsuo kame widiem ensuo ni nyaka ya na mitimi ho eni medwi me ho saa mitimi de seka moa na mitwi me ho se ya me pa cha wo hia amuzu pi heba mesha amuzu pi heba mesha eno ni adura ebeboa yi ho nam a eye ho hene no akro wo junso wi abema ye nya time ne hwe asa wo junso mo jakakra na mu asa o Johnson ani aye kokko obi so ani de na yese etum na Johnson so bon echa amoku a Johnson me pa che wo hia amuzu pi eno ani adura ebeboa wo ba mai se de wa ye mere wo mpam hwe so obayi ne ho ne ma keka ne ho amu ase night to see me true eso ba me no an se wo dampam no ayi wani mu basa se no ankwan na hwe o yere wo hia amuzu pi nyane wadwama atenka no aba ama wo etisi wo so ankasa efrise ma doctor de ye no ma be manya atenka wo mpam ma wo ankasa be ma no ho sisi wo so ankasa hwe ahaban bi ni di ede ye friend say ni di ede nyamedua na sa nyamedua no ade ye boa ne say etwi ensufi efiri ma ase Sebia we your ba we de puamuwa no. Ama pampaya beja wo wo underpanta enkoyie. Sister, wo kra na bon we na ne be ma wo no so ba himfie we. Da bia na cancel appointment no. Enye bibia. Wo no enka bi wo ho. Ubisa ho say, sa adwa ya wote akire we. Hwe ne sisi bowiam sa tete won poma so mema ntene ho dwai. Wo so ho ofa nkasa. Eso mema ebo totals. Eye ode epu ansu kankan no. Eno na ama mema edwane saa no. Enti saa nyame dua ne betwe su pampan no e de afiri wo. Na afei emma wanum toso na watimi adidi fine. Na se wanya tidie yade mpo a mesi wanum toso no apamu malaria e de afiri wo. Wompe we na wopedie. Amuzupi enemu yade duro. Amuzupi wo bia wadwonso a wote yaw e wone beemamu ompe binom. Beema wanu oba ehyiamu a Easter se wobete den wonu de pain e na wote. Beema wadwonso wia na bibi man bi te se yeast bi saa na aye ne ho yellowish na firi ne beema ni mu esane. Me pacho wo yare ganganto awan. Koto amuzupi enan woto atobi ma wo ge ana wo yire. Efise nya nipa baako ena nya nnamu yade. Oba wo ne beema hyiamu a na ya wo ya enye timbadua. E wo se wote dewo. Eti wo hia amuzupi yibi. Munyina monnom na yese course eba ne se obi si ye doctor wo si adi mentor for so ma me ho kani na so ye status ye no ye wie to aba kono mete wonom ana bibula matari na eboni tiri nkochi se kotre pompoli bia water da ho match no di ai doctor say nya abotre nom phone wie wo wie aye lab ma ho kani so nya lab yesi se muni white muni gono muni syphilis muni namu yade bia eno de da so se waga akwa upa afa ne se press no anopa wi anwumira wo koda na obi anka hwe no maduro ni wi asa no akosina nim wate efisa sa wo no ma wo yoba obenya atenka se enka wunya bia anka ape na so bomode anenya time na no maduro no ewie edupa wei na wo pe bia ko herbal shop ko pharmacy ko chemical shop wo se me pa amuzu aduro no ubekwa si wo poti aduro no enhya box bia mu wo se me pe 4 amuzu p ennamu yade aduro be me bi wo se me yireti ya na ma ya ase eya me ya me be ma ne sorry ya na ma ya ase ya me ya saa koto amuzu p na sha ase se wo nonom wo betimi ni doctor kasa e wo 0247 77 67 43 0247 776743 Nemom amuzu garlic no enu ne biebie entinim bema wo ya branch a wanya pressure esenitirim se pressure nuro no sa wonom a na wo bema sam akofom ene esa dia wo de ne pressure ebewu na wo nhwe wo butuade ne so kura wo hotel wo be hwe yeso wa efunra eye ne pressure ene kan ne ho Koto pressure dure tatashe amuzu garlic bitters eye diabetes dure tatashe esaye stroke fuadru ema moja die fusane na afei ebiebie wuntini mu alison ene selenium ewom enti se wonom abema ebeboa wo ho nkwam protect ne kama hwe insulin na wo no wan hwe yi a ema wan kasa wo bema no hunsuo no bo se na ayehye na agene to amuzu garlic bitters ni bi na emwa obo wa home a shortness of breath obo se na ase de palpitation ensiso saa buhia amuzu garlic bitters aduro no enye na ewo herbal shop na dabe na akoma aye chekere wonsa ehwe wan kasa wo heartbeat ehwe wo pressure ma we to da ko amuzu herbal clinic mayenya time emfama wo ye waterful inshaye so eho ye twa scan ye lab yenya time ye physio wonam ye oya wo ba ye be hwe bomade ase obebatafu inshaye so amuzu Johnson na wa fe Dr. Amuzu ewo 0247 77 6743 0247 77 6743 kai say Bema wutiase sa wutiase a wo bema yi enwuda.
Few years ago, this thing really happened in Accra, and it's so sad. I've been to the stadium today. This is my first time for years. I haven't been to the stadium, and I'm in the car park, you know, you are interviewing me in the car park. I feel so sad. I can see the stadium. We have to do something about it. We have to get a budget to run all the stadiums in Ghana. If you look at a small club in England, look at the stadium they have, look how they maintain their stadium. We should be raising good money, even if you are given the contract to go and do the job at the stadium. Don't sleep on the money. Just do it very well so that you can have another contract somewhere. What I saw today in Accra Sports Stadium is not good at all. If an European is touring like Manchester United or anything from Bayern Munich or from Turkey coming to Ghana to play House of Folk or Kotoko, and they enter our stadium and see how the way the stadium looks, I don't think they'll be happy. So please, we are in power now. And I know John can do it. May God give him long life. He's one of the Malaysian president, I can tell you. He's so much interest. Look at the day he came to visit the Black Star. And look at the day the stadium was full because John came to the stadium.
I know you're Harry's a call in summer or the two, you know. You're still live on Pure 95.7 FM. Maxwell.
Chairman.
Yen share every 7 muka crime said in some kakra to na yen wrap up.
I think say was our buying man and break your national team is more than the CCI. So because I think our 10 sending in our called Black Stars. FA is almost more money break. Why am I saying this? It is the government that so treat the national team coaches in the car. But chairman, at the youth level, Minka you from the 23 now the buffet. It's always a problem on remuneration. Basic net, their coaches or Makwaye Juma, Chemo Musika Wuma, Yentri. Now, FN so question and Miss Mibisan says, scan on Munya or FIFA scan be bromunya. Say $5,000, Chema 5,000, 8,000, 10,000. Can they at least pay some of them? Chema, and then more appointment problem a woman a minute or get him for a agony. Because selection of coaches and Kasan, because of that thing, remuneration or like on market, you won't say more national team on enye. It's almost as a sad on befa coaches or moye Jumadada. Next, a national team now like an auxiliary job or moye. Chema, which is wrong. I will see a money direct approach, and we got to be more serious with that. But no be ya, I saw market ya one seminal. Chairman, yes, ye. For example, Ebia former coach Prosper Nete na or 23. On the year coach, Ebia Kodoko money 4,000. Ghana money the same amount and Empo Ebia twice. Chema, lucrative enough for him to say that I want to stay here and work. But where do man maybe I'll bear 1 year now salary crab 3 months crab unya a disincentive. Into ma attention in na enko eduma mo yen so today be no money wo mo club no so that is the problem. I say FA no rectify. Now again, selection of players no kind of chairman there say and their own chem. Because me max or me madre me say national team selection is our coach no only 20%. Who koye scout no chema who koye den o ye win e tournament na coach no why are there now dey 20% chema 18 so no be be free ba. Enti omo fa coaches na who coach in there dia wo ye ndey obe me hu so oh ye adwuma but all the day chema ye ba be kwanya wo coach na obekire. Enye wo coach na obekire because consistently at the youth level ye who teams are players ne e free ba. Enti ehone de onti coach na ngasa na omo aso hu se wo nye adwuma bia na obe wo dia nse be coach. Again, so the no to nchen. I had an issue some time ago when a whole Kumasi Asante Kotoko coach, my assistant, Edmo Olympics coach, our national team. Will you believe this? And Kotoko also allowed the coach to go. To send KB a Real Madrid coach, Huijsen, or your assistant, Edma coach, via ABO coach, and Fan Sabia, not even Sabia, Valladolid. How should that happen? How should that happen in Ghana? But it happened. So Bekai 23 be a Koya Yankoya dia. Prosperity was assistant to Anna Walker. Except I raised that issue and people were not happy. But all they make a drum say yen results ye binga. Mauritania mungina ye wedma. And ye deba bets nefi. So the whole system must be reversed. Because Menyesho say Obefa Carla Angelo Ateta. Now I'm Carla Angelo acquire an assistant. He chairman no sign results ben amokope. Ain't see a Jai Sade with the national team. Again, with that of House of Folk, I think the coach is making too much noise. And when I say noise, meaning say sign for most unwanted. He's making too much noise. But a unwanted sound. Sound a noise. We a coach. I tell me what you man say. Coach win, and let's say you've done well, and get kasa. And it's not a team no more spokesperson or kasa. Every company or PR expert, these people are trained and in kasa keke chairman sabi omon kasa by heart, but they know what to say and what to say and when to say it to bring something good to the team. But as I ask coach, kasa ne dosun. Meaning so teaching in dia bibia no be kasa. Meaning say akra we operado do say I say chairman meaning so that so ye adwuma dia coach in be kan nyina. But at the end of the day, what has he got to show? The coach man bisa zia so free heart is here. Oba Ghana ne man beside that in Ghana okoye den obeka den. There is nothing to show. There's so man ni eko adwuma no ye na adwuma no onye den enkasa man.
And me drive boat driver be your friend Isel Kwansa Williams. Also on tiase di nti atogba fedenom. Omon form ni nkohwe enra samobodo asma yake. Omon fe ni nkohwe because Ojiri is a paparazzo or by enough fans, no, and my fans require
exactly the point.
Any bad team, no.
Exactly the point. Chairman, me will be my baby also. Because one, the atmosphere in a house we're creating, coach na some kind of papa ni and so Munina should come together and find a way out. Because the house issue it goes beyond coaching. Chairman, your MDs or mobile no more than it. Like last but not the least, you cried yes, or say to go scan to your copam no. No, took with the catcher supporters or say this can to copam na na said then. Means yes, Bronifita from America by Ojane. Ankusu by almost say, oh, or call Manchester no koye ne steady so on you in branding of way from Manchester United. And also more copam no. A DNS has won't MDB about on to me Edman or Munine Gani. And then so. In the atmosphere na chema mo creating ankasa no uko rempe usibi be say u say is a house wa for me ma unko sa wo ka sa wo kwa ne nka me ma unko
me ready adwuma na me
oh then say adwuma there in time pa e bia betumi akwa team be CEO say with time maybe you might end the radio and move on me ma unko
I think
because uko wura hope e be denti we image e be say wadwuma
team me am dia
yeah wadwuma open that is the atmosphere. The atmosphere around the team chema so negative to an extent that we coach we krati new we den unya ko rempe obepie na edumuja this is how service so do to be antene nkabi edum nija alaji akamide we na house wo pa ye feeling ye so alaji edum alaji jasi oba alaji dia na obi abuafu so the environment no more create. The issue is this. I was say board your model na ebia a patron this omo papa your kasa ariza come omo your model say my board and their management and their technical staff players any even po chapters no any ahopa that all players will be aye ne dia and na team ne be ko nanim but as I'm speaking with you o market your munyina out this is how chapters in the segu some chapters in the circles in the nina guzi enya adwuma sisi enra o read message na me say na as kotokone house class supporters na wa brochi no mo support team ne say ya ye Ghana na anya sanity because o bie tum say kotokone message ba message be nyina ya brochi nti half no mo ye den nti say omo nyina na nka mom ne anko back ankofa all these institutions no man get vibrant put together emfa now to that also mobodu chema me de semeni oba bi deti na che maybe a problem by ni ejai maybe am call no 1 2 me so mo me fa nyina ba ko ne e fa better na so obi am fa ya ana che mo obi afa kura me kwa asane na akokasa ma men kama sam Christian me ko ne na akokasa because we all want the best for our kids and also for our family and we want the best in future. There is nothing wrong with that. Hearts Ebo league game was Ghana 7 billion. That is still the record here with the highest gate for a league match 7 billion. And the question is that Togo ye ball sebe nana nipa na ye ofana. And me assure say na team neti anka wo meje has. Sika ni wo bobra wo sika. One has crowd wo din wo bibia. Nti wo beje has 7 predator mesre wo be gu no ana wo be ye ni which one? Minim sure so ba be ni ye ba be edru team na gu. Enti say obi mu wo ho. Na so mbetumi aboa ma team na ye kra be hwa. The enti atogwe ndi business so odote agro no chema 7 billion no ye ma mo GM. But the same business so odote wo ma sia 500 kra chema omunya. The question is that why? Appointments here wrong. Sisi Hearts cry say omo plan ye den. E be a plan for the next 5-10 years e den e bi ni ho. Enti say man e reissued a consent. And in recent time we say Samuel Bo Dubai say man we saw attendance to an extent that away teams were benefit because House of Hope people were watching a lot of away matches. Say man say okay FA Cup final money be chamber ball e wo Kumasi na. She nipa. The only time he was a Hearts abba Kumasi ma nipa ba pa enye kotoko match. I think the Super Cup no money Zamalek be ball ha no. And no pay. And see, there are people. I don't want to believe that there are people. It will be to me, man. People can do the job. And say no answer. Boadu bra. Boadu cry. They say they be okase togwe die. Okase be your interview. Also togwe die. He was more like a father. Because they are most paka ye man na so yes or beko ha. Na say he really was setting a heart. And also so or atibu bibi. Oba enso chairman. Close to be 35 coaches that togwe buy or 5 because as coach omundi more than a year and a half. Only Obia or J trophies. I am more 3, but I'm 4. Because Super Cup, so the legs and the FA Cup. Into the Super Cup, man official and 4. Nachama Unimas, who said the last 10 years, no, one has the eye more successful than Gotogo.
In the last
10 years.
I didn't try.
We seasons na Yambo League, be 2 or 3 free man. Gotogo have won the league. I think twice or once. And Omoje
twice or once.
Yes, 2022 no Omoje League. And Omoje FA Cup 1.
Korowaji League 2 no one.
Omo 2022. Has 2022 Korowaji 2022. It's Omoje League 2 and FA Cup 1. Has Aje League 1, FA Cup 2 and a Super Cup 1. It has 4-3. Chema sanete. Your team like I say no. Fire. And the question is why. But the problem is this. Say I'm pekwan bisuma teams na chema am fire the Ghana football na best because Ghana ye tradition no our teams na chi omo maka no. And to say England Manchester ebi omo perform cry na Liverpool perform ebi Arsenal co-champions in semi-final na Jamaica so my idea omo di league second na City e peja ye de na ntisa. And whichever way see find a solution to come to me feel say we need to iron the difference. Now you're making sure the one second say coach board or mom fan there yeah fan no matter where man or yeah no so and say my togwe crab one obey scab because people will go to stadium obey make it because your coach chema woman 400 years on second to chema bonde day to tour.
Well, also the last 10 years. The last 10 years the last 10 years expanded to say 2025.
Maybe 2015.
Into the Evan Konkusi
and Yanko
2015.
About be a BF for year I am mobile.
Now I can 10 years there. 2015
years they're very wrong. About 5 years. Oh, they heard mommy. Oh, they heard mommy.
Sir, Summertex I did last one before Summertex was Midiama.
Yeah.
Before Midiama was a Santiago.
Yeah.
Before Santiago was a Hearts of Folk.
Yeah.
A Diana.
Yeah.
Atasi.
Yeah.
Wow Stars. Wow Stars the league this season.
You know the Omoji.
And the Sache. But the league in the ball I think say 2021 no.
Yeah,
before 2021 no na yenya sa normalization sense some na go fast be by.
Okay.
And also be factored in.
Yeah.
But I don't think
season so more cancel league. I think it be 3 seasons every 10 we got more cancel.
Now got leagues more 10 years back.
Chema me ba.
I know about from last 15 years. From last 15
because your co 15 and mass am na relevant. It na me.
15 because
some me dey try there. Chema we say I say Chema dey now in the last.
They also go to G League from 2011 to 24. Go G League in this.
Yes, but Chema a decade is too long to say what the bar says CBB. And I said Chema ye kwadi akodo G League and say Ghana team bi ante bi anko man G League and but Chema man G League is still a problem. But I heard the last 10 years.
2018 the league was abandoned.
Okay.
2019 was cancelled because of normalization and COVID here the next year.
The next into 3 seasons will be out.
From 2018, 2019, 2020 in Kahun. And about 2021 has Beji.
Okay, 21.
Has for Beji.
Yeah.
That season.
Okay.
2020, 2021.
Yeah.
And I had Jina Korogoji 2022.
Yeah.
Mediamaji 2023 na Etienne one way as a successful check was.
And she said has within that period has a J-League one. Waje FA Cup to some Obodu. Then the Super Cup naturally comes in. So J League in FA Cup. No, that is the loss of Ghana.
Ghana the status of Ghana football. Enimu say Oji League. FA Cup Super Cup champion.
That's what the FA communicated.
Almost say, but there should be a competition. Yabo.
Ghana Yambono the communication FA brought ne say
now
what I'm trying to prove that Kodoko has not been successful and has in the last 10 years. Because Kodoko have also won the league. Say NC tournament my boy Makotoko GNTS they count. And they also won the FA Cup. I think beating Hasselhoff 3-0. Shema okay. See, these are the standards of our big teams. In the last 10 years, Shema and Nedawa. Problem not.
All right, Christian, sorry,
sir. Abembia Bafufra, the first 1 year near honeymoon. Ana Ghana for a bit libra. You go and say mount, Bibia near. I say, young criticize because too early. Oh, Tabayaba, or the bear was swimming me and sa. No fras here, criticize ya by now. Chairman, now you're extremely unfair to the government. In Ghana, Kwachama say Abembia first year and first term, no, Yana Ghana for a bit liberal.
Yana,
I say, and share hard, but Yama second term now, and I Ghana for Sujaguso. Me, Adia Michini is obesemi bo. Men shami bo. Chairman Quabruchre no catch him, say Chris and Quabruchre by me, bro, iPhone 13, what's a bo. Obana Bremi, iPhone 8 plus Quachama, Menu fight. But one promising me and I did iPhone 8 plus Bremia. Chairman made the most of that was you. Once you make a promise, who make you promise her? Why increasing my expectation level? And my mama foresaw, say make a promise to me. Now the president made a promise. Chairman, was it even a promise? An order to the sports minister, say Black Stars any national teams yen funding yen sika or mine best say no yen say no you best spend it on all national teams, you know. Chama you making it public. Chama ona kaso man penny making sa publication.
Yeah, you.
Me na me kind. Now adeba akwa Ghana for one kenkai every party manifestos. Me party bi obe winning election bia no. Chairman, the manifesto me because I don't know me di be so hold you accountable. Now trending come here hard here. The man penika you know. Chairman, you ready? Just in because of what they've already stated in their manifesto. Chairman, person na kai mami. Yanko. I don't also be.
I say, sports governance and ethics. We will deepen transparency and accountability in sports administration and across all stakeholders in the industry.
Transparency, one kind. NDC manifesto na mudishi mu say two about the more in sports, chairman, they will be very, very transparent and accountable in sports administration.
Strengthen and enforce financial management practices and transactions to reduce corruption in the sector. Review governance practices of all publicly funded sporting associations, authorities, and other organizations in conformity with the national and international standards. Take measures to improve professional standards and practices in sports, including anti-doping, and review governance of all sporting institutions to ensure that by their own example of transparency and accountability, they can instill the character of development benefits that sports offer young people.
Read the first three. The first three, they say we are going to be transparent. We are going to be transparent to the people. You don't mind spending on all national teams. People know you must know. You must because they are accountable to them. then the president appoint Ura Kofi Adams. Then order you say Blasters any national team sika ye do mind sika ne best spend biano, make it public. Come on, how difficult is this? Say sika wakodi ewi no. But Ghana for say musika na musika ni me spend this amount of money on the national teams. Dear na money yet din wo ho. And now unim say untimi nye. Unim say there are ways are maybe a restrictive. Untimi nya. Why make the promise in the first place? You made a promise in your party manifesto. You won the election. Right after the elections, State of the Nation address, President His Excellency John Dramani Mahama said it and made an emphatic statement. And timing is very, very important. Timing. Sika ye 2 years, you know, ube make Republic chairman and for biya humbi ye refi. And to Ura Kofi Adams in twin try, Ebon Blasters game we. Na enkobe 1 year later, then come and declare sika spend here. Maso enu onum kwa na kwa refi da sa match kro no. So medical can Maso uko jina ballot box ma wo to aba no Ura Kofi Adams picture ni so one to aba ma Ura Kofi Adams. Obie no to aba ma no ye to aba mo mampani. Eno mampani to me no waponi bi dia ma say ye sports no be so mayen. When the president gives you an order, Chema, you have no option than to obey.
And Chema, who say, I even feel that quite the message we have, but add Yusuf to his name, so it becomes Kofi Adams Yusuf. He has really let the president down, according to Frida Kwanum there.
No, you can't let the president down. No, you can't let the president down. The president has letting himself down because, Chairman, just a mere word. I grant here. Menam dear Jumamau. Menam Akacho say make the Blasters and the national team funding be public. President can give an order. Chairman, what do you do? What do you do? You appointed him. You can still disappoint him. It's as long as Kofi Adams enye do mampeni eshe ne se onye. No mampeni enye ne hwehwe say maybe Kofi Adams are convinced mampeni the reason tia any kwaso oye de oye no.
Yantie o mampeni asem o kan me de megidi say o mampeni e bi obi take action bi against Evia Kofi Adams say o dina de so. Yantie o mampeni,
which was a shining example of excellence within Africa, now finds itself at a very critical juncture. Historically, our nation has been celebrated and has had remarkable achievements in boxing, football, and athletics. Unfortunately, this is no longer the case. However, recent years have unveiled depressing structural deficiencies in administration, funding, infrastructure, and talent development. Immediate and comprehensive reforms are imperative to reclaim our rightful place on the global sports stage. Mr. Speaker, we will develop a comprehensive national sports policy to align with international norms. This policy will be accompanied by an exhaustive review of the Sports Act of 2016, that is Act 934, and the rigorous enforcement of the Sports Regulations 2023 LI 2477. Infrastructure development remains paramount in our strategy. The government is committed to refurbishing existing national stadia, completing youth resource centers, and constructing new sports facilities in the new regions. We'll also prioritize community recreational facilities to foster greater participation in sports at the grassroots level. Recognizing the critical role of youth development, we're implementing a significant overhaul of grassroots sports with the establishment of the School Sports Authority. This body will oversee structured inter-school competitions and talent identification initiatives essential for nurturing future sporting champions. Over 60% of Ghana's elite athletes have emerged from these school sport programs. The ministry has now been renamed the Ministry of Sports and Recreation. To acknowledge the significance of recreation, we will launch a National Recreation Day. This will be a monthly initiative centered on community engagement alongside an annual National Recreation Festival. These initiatives will encourage keep fit activities and promote active lifestyles. It will promote traditional games and strengthen community bonds. Next month, the senior national team, the Black Stars, which is now a pale shadow of its former glory, will play 2 World Cup qualifying matches. I've instructed my office and the Minister for Sports and Recreation to hold the Ghana Football Association accountable to the people of Ghana as we prepare for these games, especially regarding the budget of the FA. There will be no secrecy in how much the government spends on the national teams. The budgets presented by the FA and other sports associations must be known by the public. After all, it is the taxpayers' funds that are used to fund these activities.
Why and some Omanpenny Kai and no ne Yebusa the sports minister said Omanpenny na Ghana for your Tobaman and on you will say Brabi Dijuma. Or say na ye or to all ye the open. The sports minister Yebusa no say Ghana for more budget in the head. Ye the empire sa light to Obama na Ghana for you is all your Omanpenny and His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Seriously, currently, and the Obi about President Abaso said the inter. You bought Abaso for $1 no. Yeah. See the now what dear eba. I say $1 no ba na eba from. Obi about Abaso. But the bus sports what do to and was say Sikana yedema Black Star, anywhere Black Star, Ghana for Sika, and to catch a Ghana force, can be used to be a catcher. I know this share Ghana for Bama Ghana for GD to Abamano. Although the 2 at the end of you be say anywhere else and I'm on the heading. That's Mamma Bowman Penny, regional minister, nay, a penny for Moha. Munyo Mampenya Sutina, I'm sports and Kanjan say, Oyegu or Mampenya Massi. As I saw, Mam Bear Stadium, no, I'm obey or Mampenino. Moncancho Mampenny say, Omen and Inco the sports minister. Sports minister say, I was starting spokesperson of the FINO. Mamma and Inco. Is also Casagrati and the Santitum.
Yes, you know, no, the Becache say, as a F4 no, your mom, yes, said your moon. No, on the sense of this person. It is say, Omo in Corno. Yes, see, Oma Benisi Magana for oh, catches it. Then on Penny who into a Magana for and now was our baby, which I say Ghana for a day. You went, say, for the budget, then I can afford it. Naminima Dias, I Honunqua, Shawa. I say, Omunya Mitia for self-foreign abacho we are. All of a sudden, be as a sound. Well, Andy, whatever above for the brand, yes, sorry, Tuga, a boat driver. Tuga, Vashu Niagro, Tuga, and then Esel, Amishano, Inti, Yacho Munina, Obia, Namia Duma weekend, the weekend, weekend, so the weekend, the good things, I'll say. Location here. It was like a real program on in India, Nichimo, Patasia, Treya, Hebefree, Naquaconta, Nayino, Neako. Na Ivia, na Mr. Eric Kamwa, and Sonamame, Malizi, and Sobaso from a swap, Kobut, Niaquacotechi. But this weekend, you were Ghana in Ibia. Also celebrating Ghanaians who are doing well in the diaspora. Your Ghana former Ghana in him. Meaning, so one mom we see and near, you know. President Trump a call our Qatar and Saudi Arabia at the top of the Middle East. Once again, and if your friend or Mammy Rendino, your friend of Bernard Mensah. Mr. Mensah Quemia, San Martin. Bernard Mensah, meaning say right there, sending Yana. On the president for Bank of America International. More London. It was the Bank of America in the US. But international. The Bank of Ghana International. Udiva, the President Trump, but Saturday, your Ghana near. On Saturday, Dr. Zavadibaba, your Ghana need Dr. Binswa. In terms of sports science, why you study via or Spain, Madrid, Real Madrid, or you? You didn't have a studio. Saturday have a it's not Dr. Coach Freddy so Ebaba. Coach Ebaba. Ricky. Manager say Ninia Bana ne kuna free no. Ne din ne ekua nsia nyako. Konfanochi. Yes. On enti ekua na ne kunu eda form no. Nyame adma Saturday. Oh. I rehosem but Bushani Shadi. Oh. Bushani Shadi. Andy, Vaba Fonbe. Yeah, to us now.